Yo, it's the Bit Pod, everybody. Welcome in. Hi, everybody. What's good? Welcome to Friday. You know what they
Hello.
say? It's World War III and Iran isn't winning. How we doing, everybody? Connor, what's good,
Better than
brother?
Iran.
Well, I know that shit's right. Unlucky. Can you believe we finally made it to a third round? We're trying to go for a three-peat, and we're the bad guys this time.
Well, that's what happens when you import a bunch of scientists.
Wow. We did paperclip it out a little bit, and that's why I never keep
Yeah.
those in my house.
But it's also sad and depressing and also dying.
Xbox?
High guard.
Oh,
Oh,
true.
well,
Yeah.
yeah. Servers are shutting down soon.
Yeah, like March, right?
Unfortunately,
12th or
officially, yeah.
16th or something?
The 12th, yeah. On the 12th, the servers completely shut down. It's been
So,
a
what
crazy
you're
week for
saying
gaming
is,
news. It's
this
been
is
an
like
insane
our
week for
window.
gaming news.
Like, we have now, if we want to be high guard players, we have 6 days.
I couldn't bring myself to download that game, I'm gonna be honest.
I
I saw
actually, I'm going to download it during pod. I'll download it right now.
Oh, not like this. I mean, maybe I would play it for an hour or whatever. If
No,
we could
no.
even get a match.
6 days straight.
Oh, well, we'll see. Here's kind of one of the problems, one of the issues.
Uh-huh.
You would have to be able to find a match within those 6 days. And I
Well,
heard the
true.
matchmaking is a little cooked, which is one of the reasons why it led them to just be an absolute shit game. But it's
True.
okay. When developers drink their own juice or whatever, it's just our fault, actually. It's the gamer's fault for not really believing in their project.
They did say they had, like, no negative pushback on anything, and everyone
Yeah.
said they had lightning in a bottle, the most amazing game ever.
Yeah, it was going to be generationally wealth building for them, the millennial team that made this. They were going to be able to buy their
Well,
first houses with this game, if you could imagine. And unfortunately, it's not happening.
no. Yeah,
uh,
no.
but you know who are going to be able to build houses after this, after their game release? Surprisingly,
Iran?
no.
Well,
A game that just released called Poketopia. Remember this game? It's not a mainline
yeah,
Pokemon game.
Pokopia did. I'll tell you
Pokopia.
what, I had high hopes for that game,
Uh
and I
huh.
still kinda do, and I kinda
Well,
wanna buy it, but
well,
also,
guess what?
money. Lol.
Guess what though?
Yo,
It's the highest rated Pokemon game ever currently existing
on Metacritic, yeah.
on Metacritic and the
Yeah.
Switch shop or whatever, the whatever Switch store.
Oh, yeah, it's like the most downloaded blood some blah, 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 the most
Yeah,
popular.
rated. It is very interesting that this game has just kind of exploded, and because you and I like a lot of franchises that have like sister games or sister franchises that kind of break off and do something that the main games don't do.
Sure, yeah,
And
all the time.
for a non-main game franchise entry to be like the top rated is kind of, I wouldn't say unheard of, but it's definitely doesn't happen very often. It's usually like those sister franchises are usually like, lukewarm, not like the best, you
Yeah,
know.
I can think of examples, but not many. It's pretty
Yeah.
uncommon.
So the fact that this is just blown up and people, and it's not just critics saying, I mean, you look at Metacritic and you look at the user score too, like it's off the charts. Like people just really love this game. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, yes. And there's kinda no I mean, it's just all sides. The whole game is just kinda incredible.
yeah, and then I don't think I'm the demographic for it, but I appreciate um what looks like a lot of like love and thought got put into it just by some of the mechanics of it and like some of the hidden things people are finding already. Like it seems like
Yeah.
there's a lot of like real love put in that game. And it just surprised me because I wasn't expecting it to come out swinging like that. I was like, oh, maybe it's going to be a 70, 75 or whatever. Like it's not going to do anything crazy.
Sure,
And then it's
well,
like, and then it's
probably
like,
22 points higher than that even, probably.
yeah,
Was
which
it
is
like a
crazy.
96 or something right now? 94?
The highest rated Pokemon game in 88 currently. But I mean, again, it's only 2 or 3 days out, so it could get higher than that. It could go higher. We could see
True.
it kind of skyrocket when it like hits the masses or whatever.
So true, so true.
But yeah, what a
Mm,
big week for
yeah,
games. And also Slay the Spire 2 came out early
I've heard of that.
access.
I know Slay the
Yeah.
Spire. I didn't know
Yeah,
there
one
was a
of the
2 that was gonna
biggest
drop, but that's cool.
like put roguelites on the map basically. Um that has a sequel. I don't know much about it. I haven't played it. But I'm hearing it's pretty good.
Yeah, the first it's like a card game, no?
It
It's
is
like
a
a rogue card game?
card. It's a turn-based combat card with a card deck builder mechanic. Yeah,
Yeah. I kinda fuck with that.
it would kind of remind you if you're like an old Battle Network head. The chips are the deck or whatever, and then you're
I'm so
kind of.
glad you just said that.
Mhm.
I'm so glad you just said that.
I live in a world where Battle Network was actually like the most popular Mega Man franchise, and we got more of them. I miss with my whole heart Mega Man Battle Network. I don't
Well,
miss it
that's
enough
very
to
funny.
buy the 3 fucking things for like $50 each, but I miss
No.
it enough, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, see, that's what I was gonna ask you just now. Because speaking of games that put
No.
roguelikes on maps,
Yeah.
I was wondering if you've played, One Step from Eden.
One Step
It's
from
not new, to be clear,
Eden.
it's several years old.
No, I haven't. I don't know what
It's
that
Mega
game
Man
is.
Battle Network, but as a roguelike.
Oh,
Like, the combat is
I
that.
mean, now I'm interested.
Yeah, it's tight. And there's a bunch of different characters, they do different shit. It's kind of fucking big.
Oh, it is Mega Man Battle Network.
It's
What the
it's
fuck?
literally,
It's
literally Mega Man.
literally Battle.
Yes.
Wow. Even down to the blue and red, like,
Yes. Yeah,
that is
yes.
hilarious.
And it's hard as fuck and so fast and so sick.
I love that.
Yeah, I was thinking in my head, you mentioned Battle Network and roguelikes, and something in my brain primordially snapped. I was like, "Oh, wait, yeah, I have to bring this up."
Yeah, I'm kind of interested actually. And it's
I
it's
think
not
it's pretty
actually
cheap too.
turn-based. It's like
No, it's
real
Battle Network.
time. Was Battle
It's
Network real
literally
time?
yeah.
Damn. I mean, I haven't touched Battle Network in like a long time.
You know
That's
what's even
cool though.
crazier?
It looks good. I'm looking at a video of it right now.
It's 60% off right now for a $7 deal.
Mm.
Incredible.
I got $7.
So I'd
I
bring it up to you.
got
I just
seven
thought I'd point it
dollars.
out.
Well, I'm kind of on Mugenics right now. I'm kind of like fucking in there with the
Is
Mugenics.
that like the jawline thing?
No, that is you breed a bunch of cats and you send them out on missions and they fight poop monsters and other cat gangs.
Say
But
poop
then
monsters?
if they get critically hit and they pass out and the mobs keep hitting them, they will explode. That's kind of funny. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it
I
is
mean,
what it
if you like
is.
cats, I guess, but it's a cat
Are you
roguelite.
not? I mean,
Joking? No, I'm not joking.
no, well, no, you're serious, but like
Yeah.
you kind of backtracked. You kind of hit a well, if you like cats. Is it like not
Well, if you
tight?
if you like cats, you probably don't like it, right? Because you don't want to see cats explode or whatever. But I mean, these felines are fucking ugly.
Oh, if you do like cats, you won't like them blowing up. That's fascinating.
Or maybe you will. I don't know if you like wearing them. I guess it's a weird dynamic.
Yeah.
It's a weird
There was a
dynamic.
game called Kitten Cannon back in the day on Congregate. I don't know if you
Yeah.
remember. It was like an old Flash game.
Mhm.
People didn't like that very much because the kittens explode. And you know
There
what?
were
I get
some
that.
E-Bombs
Same.
World games that were kind of like that too.
Yeah.
E-Bombs
Cat
World,
violence
E-Bombs
is
World, whatever.
tough. This would be a
Yeah.
great time to say that the Bit podcast, at least in part, doesn't support cat violence.
No, but if it's in a game, firm handshakes.
It's a game firm handshakes is crazy. My man said, "Well, they're fake."
Well, I mean,
Mhm,
if they're
mhm,
fighting
mhm.
poop monsters and other cat gang members, I mean, we have to clean up the streets, Bo. We
Well, if they're
really,
fighting other cat gang members, I mean, surely
they're
cat gang
fighting
member
cat
violence
gang
is
members.
okay.
But you have a house where you breed them, like rabbits.
Hmm. I
Yeah, and then
see.
sometimes they get in fights when they're overcrowded and they kill each other. Sometimes you don't want it. Obviously, that's not the point. You're not wanting to. Yeah, so it has a mechanic where if you escape home, they become retired. They can't go out and fight anymore. And so you breed them to like crossbreed their skills because you give them roles. Like you give them cat callers with like one is a tank, one is a archer, one's a rogue, whatever, cleric.
Right, yeah.
And so they come
Yeah,
back
Pokemon
home.
style, sure.
They come back home and they're retired, and you breed them to then make these weird mismatched kind of like skills and stuff where you can then with the babies then give them different roles with like you can have a tank with like a healer spell, which is crazy because he has so much health and he can heal himself. So there's like a like
Oh,
these different things you can do. Really fun game. Haven't gotten too far in it. It is kind of tough, but I've been
oh.
enjoying it.
Yeah, I fuck with it. That's kinda
Yeah.
tight. Yeah, 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 I am here for that. And, I'll tell you what, there's not a lot of cat games out there, and the cat games that do
No.
exist are kinda like I mean, I don't wanna be that guy, I'm trying to be an asshole right now, but they're not really games.
Oh my god, we're calling out the cat games that aren't games.
Yeah, little.
Which who are we calling out? Do we have the list definitively?
Little Kitty Big City comes to mind.
Not little kitty big
It's
kid
not
big
much of a
city.
game in that game.
Oh my
It's walk
goodness.
around and trip people. Isn't that hee hee silly because cats trip people? Well, look, but I picked up a bottle cap or whatever.
Yeah, I
That's
kind of
kind of the
agree. I
whole
kind of agree because there's also like those horse games where there's not a lot
Yeah,
of game in that game. Like
yeah,
I could just do that in real life. Like just go ride a horse in real
right.
life. Like what are we doing?
Yeah,
Like if I wanted to be an equestrian, I'd just go
yeah.
do that. I just like go fucking out there.
I have heard good things about Stray. I have heard good things about Stray.
But
It kind
Stray's
of
like an
looks like
actual game, right? It's like a
it
puzzle
seems
game.
like Walking Simulator. I've never watched it all the way through. I've only seen a couple of minutes here and there. So, I don't have like a whole lot of intel on that. But if someone told me it were a puzzle platformer, I'd believe them, and that's tight. I'm here for that. You know what I mean? And the cat's animated really well. That's cool. Love that. Love a well animated cat.
I want to know why we never got like a Homeward Bound game. You know what I mean?
Brother, what do you want, the porcupine boss? You want to try to fight the porcupine as the pit bull?
I'm just saying a co-op game where you're two dogs trying to find your way back home via
You
a
can't leave the
scent
cat
mechanic.
out.
Fuck the cat. I mean, if you have a third friend, third wheel, whatever, yeah, sure.
Oh, you don't get to pick which ones you're playing. Just automatically player 3 is the cat
The
every
cat
time.
is the
I
third
see.
wheel. Yeah,
I see. I see. I
yeah,
see. I
yeah,
see. I see. Damn, Homeward Bound. What a pull. I didn't realize you were unk like that. I'm so sorry.
yeah. Oh, well,
My God.
that'd be cool.
Okay.
You'd have a scent mechanic because you're trying to find your way home via the scent, right? And you
I'm
have to
too Gen
fight.
Alpha to know about Homeward Bound, so I wouldn't know about all that.
That's
But
crazy because you're older than me. That's crazy. Okay.
maybe I'm not. You just brought up
And it
Homeward
has
Bound.
it's everything you love. It's about animals. It has a happy ending.
I do like animals and happy ending. That's cool.
There's a couple sad moments, but those
Oh no.
are quickly. Well, yeah, because doesn't the dog get porcupined in the mouth?
I wouldn't know. Does he?
I feel like I remember him getting fucking porcupined.
I see again, I've never heard of this because I'm too young. So
Mm,
you would have to tell me what happens in that movie, but
I see.
I'm
And
just a
how
baby.
and how have you aged so retroactively? Is there something? Are you eating stem cells from foreskin? Like, what are we doing to de-age the skin?
Great question, great question, great
Yeah,
question. See, the problem is free radicals, and I've eliminated free radicals.
I
I've
see.
put them in prison, the radicals.
I see. You're not like that one dude who's taking his 17-year-old son's blood and like pumping it into his veins or whatever, like recycling
Oh,
his blood into him,
Brian something.
whatever his name is. Yeah,
Brian. Anyways, fuck you, Brian. His name's Brian.
he's a fucking weirdo for sure.
That guy, did you see him before he went on that journey to become eternally youthful or whatever? Did you see like his before pictures?
Yeah,
He's like kind of like a normal guy.
yeah. And
Now he
then
looks like a wet lesbian.
speaking of wet lesbians, I love
Like
that phrase.
he looks like an oily lesbian.
I need to get something off my chest.
About lesbians?
Well, the term wet lesbian. Because I
Okay,
saw something either this week or last week where I was like, damn, yeah, that actually fits into wet lesbian pretty well.
sure. You're welcome.
Um, Jim Carrey is looking like a wet lesbian right now. He
Oh, do you not know about this?
is he dead too? They
Did you
replaced
fall
him.
into the propaganda wheel?
No, I didn't
Oh
fall into.
no.
I saw his hair or whatever. I saw his look now, his new look.
I don't think you did.
Yeah, I saw.
I don't think you did, brother.
What is he?
I think what
What
you
are you
saw
trying
was
to
a man named
perpetuate?
Alexis wearing a mask.
No, it's not Alexis. It's I'll concede
It's just
for the
mask,
bit.
bro.
I'll concede for the bit. Avril Lavigne might have been dead for a while.
No, 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 no. Like it's literally a famous mask maker named Alexis. It's on his Instagram.
Is it really?
Yes.
Are you perpetuating female
That's
misinformation?
not him. It's like a man named Alexis wearing a mask of Jim Carrey. Like he's like this is like a routine content style for him.
Are we sure?
Yeah. I forget his last name. I think it starts with an S. Alexis Stone maybe or Alexis something.
I am confused.
Alexis mask Jim Carrey. It's Carrey, right? Am I spelling that crazy? Yeah. No, it is Alexis Stone. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, this
confused and
Alexis Stone
scared.
guy here. I'll link it in chat so everyone can click it.
Why does
But
Alexis
this
Stone look like a wet lesbian then?
great question. I think it has something to do with the type of mask. Like just that type of latex always sort of looks like that. But you can see
And why did they do
homie
this body
just
switch? Just for fun?
yeah, just for jokes. Yeah, you can see he did one as Dorothy from Wizard of Oz. He did one as like uh
His Mrs. Doubtfire one looks really good. Like
yeah. He did the Morticia
uncanny good, actually.
Adams. He did the Cruella DeVille mask.
All right, well,
Yeah.
Jim Carrey, I'm sorry I put you on blast, but also this guy looks like a wet lesbian then, and I'm confused.
Did Lana Del Rey. Did the what's her name? What's her name? What's her name? What's her name? What's her name?
Well,
Fucking what's her fucking name? Oh my god. Makes me want a hot dog real bad. What's her name? Fucking
I don't know.
Jennifer Coolidge. Did Jennifer Coolidge mask look really good?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I forgot her name. I couldn't think of it for a minute. But we got there. I got it.
Well, I
Did
hope the
one
real
of
Jim Carrey
Simon
isn't
Cowell.
growing his hair out because he would look like a lesbian if he did.
I think Jim Carrey does have long hair now.
Well, then he looks like a wet lesbian.
That's so
Then
funny.
I stand true to what I said. If he has long hair, he looks like a wet lesbian. Doesn't matter if the dude has a mask of him on or not.
Yeah, I believe I'm trying to find the last time there was an actual like picture of Jim Carrey. Like
Oh, I think the
chronologically speaking.
last photo of him, he had like one of
He has like a
those
beard.
Larry King beards. Not
Yeah,
Larry
he's got like a long
J.
he's got
Leno
like a
beard.
I know what you meant.
Yeah.
He's got like a long beard and I think his hair his hair's like sort of long. I mean, obviously not like as long as mine or whatever, but like he's got like he's got like a shoulder length thing going on.
Damn. Doing the body switch. That's crazy.
Yeah, there were a lot of people investigating the like, yo, this is evidence of cloning. Someone cloned Jim Carrey just like they cloned Selena Gomez.
People are so stupid.
Yeah, they were really going crazy with it. Although it's so funny you would say speaking of wet lesbians, because again, he really does look like that. Yeah, well, the Alexis,
Yeah.
not Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Without the beard,
He-
Jim Carrey would look like that. But I will concede with the beard, he looks normal. If you have long
Interesting.
hair and no beard, maybe a dry lesbian, but still the same.
Long hair and no beard, a dry lesbian. That's fucking crazy.
A high testosterone lesbian.
Not the high test lesbies. Oh no. That's wild. But don't fear, you were not alone. You were not tricked solely and by yourself. Lots and lots of people thought that was Jim Carrey. Many individuals were like, "Damn, Jim looking queasy, different colored eyes. He talks diff, he acts diff. That's not him." The cloning, brother. The Pentagon has released the Illuminati tapes or whatever. It's time. What
Yeah, I love how
fucking
it
they went
goes
crazy.
from, like, people being normal to, like, off the fucking rails on the crazy train, you know?
Immediately, right, yeah.
Immediately. Not like, "Hey, it could just be, like, a bit or something he's doing." It has to be
Famous comedian Jim Carrey doing a bit? No, I don't think so.
or, like,
Probably
a
not.
movie like, it couldn't be for, like, some new movie he's doing. It has to be this, like, weird, like, bit thing or this weird, like, he's dead, he's been dead for years, that's why we haven't seen him type shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen, what Resident Evil 9 looks like on the Switch?
No. Does it look like Alexa Stone wearing a Jim Carrey mask?
It does. Well,
I see.
actually, the one chick looks like a drug addict. They
Oh,
did
sure.
her real nasty.
That's funny. Is this the Switch 1 version or the Switch 2 version?
I doubt it could even run on the Switch 1 if I'm being for real. There's probably no Switch 1 version.
Oh, is it not?
Well, I would imagine no. I don't know if it was released on Switch 1 or not. I'm trying to find I had the tweet, I didn't fucking save it. God damn. It's like a side by side and it looks fucking awful.
Oh, yes. I see.
Oh, did you find it on Twitter?
7 and 8 are on the Switch 1, not 9. Big hiccup. Oh my god, excuse me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do see some comparisons here of, like, PS5 versus Switch 2. They're not, like, insane. Like, her hair looks a lot
Well,
worse. The
it
lighting's a
was
little
PC
shittier.
compared to PS5 or something, and it was like fucking. She looked ragged, but I can't find it anymore. It was a specific, it's like a specific front shot of her. They kind of eloid her a bit.
That's funny.
Fuck, I have
I
to
I am
find it.
noting this, which I'll send you. I don't know if this is what you're talking about or
I
not.
thought I fucking saved it. It was a PC PS5.
Oh, PC, PS5 specifically.
Yeah, it was a video. It was actually a video, not a screenshot. It's fine. I'll find it later. I thought I saved it, but I instead saved something else. I saved a Bloomberg article about PlayStation kind of railroading themselves, I think, a little bit. Good old Jason Schreier. I don't know why the Bloomberg article is so long, but Sony is deciding, hey, you know what? We don't want to put our single player games on PC anymore. Oh, you're only getting our live service games from now on. And it's going to be such
What?
a bad thing for them. Yeah,
Oh, I see.
they're going back on wait, what? What are you
What at me or what at
what are you icing?
well, I'm quickly and rapidly labeling their content strat.
Oh, well, I was gonna
Yeah.
it's a strat that's gonna run to hell. It's gonna run them to hell because the problem is they're gonna release all their live service to PC and they're gonna be eviscerated. And those games are gonna shut down very quickly. And then they're gonna be like, shit, we're not making money anymore. And these single player games aren't making enough money because there's not enough PlayStations. We need to put them back on PC. And it's gonna be they're gonna run that back really quick. And they're gonna be like, sorry guys, haha. It's gonna be
Hmm.
one of those. But they gotta protect the brand, Bo. They gotta protect the brand.
I'm gonna say something that I don't think people are gonna like, and I have to be the brave one again, and I don't love that, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm braver than that, you know? That works for Nintendo because everyone loves most Nintendo games. I don't think anyone gives a fuck about PlayStation exclusive games by and large.
Well, so here's my thing, right? Here's my thing. I'm gonna set this up for you.
Like,
I'm
that's why
gonna
they
set
went to
this up
PC
for
in
you.
the first place. Go ahead.
I'm gonna set this up for everybody who's kind of like hasn't really been following this for a while. The red versus or the how do I want to set this up? Okay, the blue versus green console war thing only worked because the platforms were so different than each other. It was like night and day on both different platforms, right? And they had these huge IPs that weren't coming on another platform. It was like, wow,
The
Halo, Xbox and
Sure.
Halo, that's crazy, right?
Yeah,
Um,
right.
PlayStation having all the IPs they had, it's like, whoa, there's such a crazy difference, right?
I don't mean to put you
Now,
on the spot here, but I do love that you had an example for Xbox and not an example for PlayStation, because that's what I'm saying. Fuck a PlayStation exclusive. No one cares.
well, I was trying to think of one off the fly,
Fat Princess.
and well, what I was gonna say was Ratchet and Clank, but that's not really like a
Yeah.
huge. I was trying to think of one of PlayStation's huge, I guess like Spider-Man games or whatever. They have kind of an exclusive license for Marvel or whatever. So like they have the Marvel games. Xbox has like Halo and some other franchises. But now in today's world, right? In the world we live in now, consoles are more like PCs than ever before, and they're basically just they're basically just computer boxes with different operating systems now. Like there's no
Yep.
difference. There's no real like so it just to me doesn't make sense that we're with the skyrocketing cost of games, cost of making games. Your games aren't making money. Spider-Man took 3 years
Oh,
to make their money back. All of these
I see where you're
license,
going with this, and I agree.
it just makes no sense to say, hey, we're gonna do this exclusive thing, and then we're gonna blame the game for not making money when we made an exclusive to begin with. However, 10 years ago, this scenario I'm about to bring up wouldn't have ever happened. So, Crimson Desert's about to come out. It's a new open world RPG. It was going to be an MMO, and they actually switched from MMO to an offline, no cash shop, no microtransactions. It's just straight up, it's a game. It
Yeah,
runs
just a one
good.
player RPG. Yeah.
One player RPG that is running without any frame gen, 60 frames ultra wide, no frame gen, no any like it's just a good fucking game, right? Chock pack full of stuff, right? Sony 5 years ago went to the studio and was like, "Hey, do you guys want to be an exclusive for Sony PlayStation?" The studio said no. They
Yeah,
turned
why would
Sony
they?
down. 10 years ago that would have never happened because Sony was Sony. And if Sony came to you and said be an exclusive, you'd be like, "Oh my god, Sony, what a crazy name." Nowadays, people don't want to do exclusives because they know they're not going to make enough money. They're not making their money back because Sony doesn't throw their
Well,
Sony's name around. After Concord and Concord 2.0, you can't be Sony throwing your name around thinking you're a big dog in the front, like in the space.
I bet it would have worked if it was Nintendo.
I don't think it would
I
have worked
bet
if
it
it
would
was
have.
Nintendo either,
Bet it would
but I
have.
think Nintendo's the only company that can get away with exclusives these days. That like Nintendo is off doing their own thing, winning, thriving, right? And
Yeah.
and Sony and Xbox think the console war still exists. And PC won that. I'm sorry, unfortunately. Like PC put a gun to both y'all's heads and shot y'all. You're dead. You're gone. Like if you're not on PC, it's good. You're gonna be struggling. And I agree with
Yeah.
you. This is all to say I agree with you. Sony is goofy for this shit. It's not gonna work
You
for
know
them.
what they need to do? The same thing that
It's
you were just, I think, speculating. The same thing you were just saying.
tell me.
We need to go back to consoles not being PCs. I agree. Make it a
It either
dedicated hardware that plays cartridges only, and we just go back to cartridge based, no loading games. That'd be great. We'll go back to the Super Nintendo strat of like put the cartridge in the thing, hit the turn on button, it plays, no loading screens. It's just a game box. Love that. We can cut the cost down to like 199.99 for a new console. People will love it.
well, fortunately, I don't think that would ever work because RAM is like $1,000 now. So it's always gonna be like baseline $1,000 after. Like
No,
this
no,
new
there's
this
no
new
RAM. There's no RAM.
well, we're not going back to cartridges, unfortunately. That's like
It's all cartridges.
you're living in a world that doesn't exist, but like I respect it.
All cartridges all day. Think about it. Think about it. Picture a world. It's 2027. Think about this. Just close your
Uh-huh.
eyes and picture it for a minute.
Sure.
Chat and also audio listeners later after this broadcast is finished. I want you to just close your eyes and think about it for a minute. I'm gonna set the
Sure.
stage for you.
Mm,
It's a nippy, brisk, chilly day.
mm,
44 degrees, not quite snowy. It's real cold.
mhm.
It's
Yeah,
clear day.
yeah.
There's no leaves on the trees outside.
Mm,
Couple of pumpkins left over hanging out from Halloween. It's like early
mm,
November, right? It's one of those
mm,
days where like the kind of day where you're like walking to your middle school and like it's like so crisp out that you can see your breath, but it still feels pretty good though because you're all bundled up in your big puffy jacket or whatever. You got your new
mhm.
J's on. You're looking
Yeah.
fucking crisp. You know what I'm saying? Got fresh
Mm,
haircut. All of a sudden you come home, right? You come
mm.
home, you go to put your you had a great day. The girl or guy who was your crush did or didn't give you the attention you wanted. Hell yeah, brother, love that. You got pushed up against a locker and they smacked your ass or whatever it was. I don't know. And then not if you're in middle school, don't do that. But like just hypothetically, it was a community college. Anyway, the point is, you come home, you had a great day, and you go to like, ah, damn, I got no homework. Amazing. I'm gonna play some games and you pick up your Call of Duty or whatever cartridge and you put it in there and it doesn't quite work, so you gotta take it out and blow on the bottom. You put it back. Boom. You turn it on. All of a sudden, it's playing. It's crisp. No bells and whistles. No internet connection. You're just going, unless it has multiplayer, I guess. But probably those ones would have to have that. But there's no DRM, is the point. And then you just play your game with no loading screens. You're just vibing. Bang, bang, bang. Loading screens gone. Who doesn't want that? Is the price you have to pay for that you blow in the cartridge once? That's fine. I'm okay with it. Incredible. Sounds great to me.
Well, in
Sounds like a
Soviet
dream.
America, where the Russians won, I think that would be a future where we could have had that. But unfortunately, I don't think we live in that. I don't think we're
Welcome,
going
Red.
back to
Maybe it is
cartridges
time that
anytime
they win.
soon. Maybe sometime you blow cartridge. I don't know. I can't. I can't do voices. I
Hmm.
don't even know what that even was. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a cartridge guy. I let you live in
But
that
why?
world. That's fine.
But
But
why?
why? Because there's only so much you can do with a cartridge. You can't fit too much on that.
A
Like
CD is just a
even
flat round cartridge with loading times.
yeah, but you can put more on CDs, and then we went from CD to Blu-ray, and you can put more on Blu-ray than a CD. Like there's more things you can do with it.
That was true until they made the other discs to hold more than Blu-ray. And guess what? It'll keep being true until they make new cartridges to hold more. So
Well, here's the thing: we
they
just
can just
don't
make a new
need.
cartridge that holds more.
There's just no physical media. We just download it now. The cartridges are going out the window. Nintendo's already selling you an empty cartridge that you have to
I
download
know,
from
and
the
people
internet
don't
anyway.
like it. The people yearn for full cartridges. Don't you get it? They yearn for cartridges, brother.
You know, yeah, they do. Some people do. Yeah, some people do. But I think we're a couple years away from just that's not happening anymore. No more disk drives, no more cartridges.
Sad. Sad world.
I mean, I like that world. I'll be honest.
You
I
like
don't
that
have to
world's
miss anything.
convenience. You don't like that world's ramifications. Think about it. The one high guard player that was really hype, they're just taking that away. Gone. If I liked an unpopular shitty game in 1997, I still own it. I just plug that shit in my N64.
Well, the
They
problem
can't take
is
shit
High
from me.
Guard wouldn't ever really work on a cartridge anyway because it's all online anyway. Like I don't think you were gonna be playing pure. I mean,
LAN.
somebody's gonna do some Hamachi thing, and you can play. There's gonna be like the three people who play High Guard for the
Yeah.
rest of their lives or whatever, because that's tight for them. They're also the same people who are still playing um, uh, Anthem because that was like the best game ever released for them or whatever. But like we don't really.
Anthem.
Like
Well,
those people are the Autobots that get melted down in Unicron for season 2 robots to come in and like
which we all
replace
felt
them.
bad about. We were on their side.
Some of them we didn't even know their names, so
Did maybe you just never
some of
asked?
them were
Did you ask
nameless.
their name? SMH.
So yeah, I don't know. I think generally speaking, Sony's kind of goofy for this, and it's not going to work in the long run for them because I don't think so. Like what Sony's hoping is I'm gonna want Wolverine so much that I'm gonna buy a console just for Wolverine. And you're fucking goofy if you think I'm spending $700 on a PlayStation to buy Wolverine. Like it's just And by the time the new consoles come out, prices are going to be so fucked anyway because now we've started a new war over gas and oil. And now gas,
Yeah.
oil, and everything that's made with it's going to be so expensive now that we're going to see prices rise even more across everything. Buying, trucking, shipping, whatever, it's all going to be fucked. So
Yeah.
your $600 PlayStation 5 is going to be $1,000 PlayStation 5. And your $70 physical copy Wolverine is going to look more like $90.
And then they
And
raise the digital to 90 to match because they know they can. Unlucky.
yeah, it's going to be
Yeah.
tough. It's going to be tough for them. And they're doing this all while all this other stuff's happening. So I think, yeah, I don't know. I think I agree with with the first part of your point of PlayStation's goofy, Xbox is goofy. I don't think anybody gives a fuck about either of them too much anymore.
No.
Not also, it's also because, back in the day, right? A PlayStation or a PS3, Xbox 360,
Love
even the
360.
GameCube had some good looking games, but they were like almost comparable to PC at a certain point. And now PC's playing games at such a higher rate than consoles are. Like PC looks just so much better. People
Well,
who want a
the not at the same price point though.
not the same price point, but if people really want to play games and like have them look good and like want to play a good looking game, they'll put money into their hobby or whatever, or the price point their hobby can do. Because there are PC manufacturers like Starforge or NZXT
Yes.
who make affordable gaming machines at cost or whatever, at scale. I think building your PC is kind of slowly sliding off, but these manufacturers can buy in such a quantity that those prices are actually really good prices now. It's kind of inverted a little bit.
Mm,
When you can get the PC at the same cost as a console, you get the PC. Yeah, I mean, I kind of tend to agree with that.
I guess it depends if it can run Pokemon. If I can get a PC or a
Download the
Switch 2
ROM.
at the same price, I'm getting that Switch 2.
Oh, that's crazy. I
I'm
don't know
playing
about all
Wind and
that.
Waves, bro. I'm playing
I'm
that
just I'm
Pokemon for
just
real,
waiting.
God.
I'm just waiting until it fucking gets the ROM gets released and I just play that
God, I want that
on
game to be
my.
good. I want so strongly for that game to be good. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, is it looking good? I don't know the details on it, but I
Nobody
know
knows. They just announced it, said here's 3 starters, see you later. There's like no
I
dates
know
at all.
the one that looks like Rock Lee is kind of cute, so I would probably play that one.
Oh, the eyebrow bird? That's funny.
The angry, it looks like a Timu Angry Bird.
I fear that it's going to become a whole plant face guy. Like it's gonna evolve and get the beak is gonna be more tree.
Do you think they're gonna do? Do you think it's gonna be? They're gonna be like on two legs. They're gonna be
Yeah.
more humanoid looking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
Pokemon. I think I just check out after everything just becomes a fucking walking humanoid looking thing. I don't know. It's the same thing again. Same thing we've talked about multiple times. Like Digimon kind of loses me whenever
You know, like Leomon and his ripped jeans?
Leomon looks like a kid from third period math class. Like I don't know, dude.
You're not a fan of where Garurumon? Right? It's just an
No,
upright werewolf guy with pants.
not quite. No, no, no,
Yeah.
no.
I'm off board with the Pokemon that wear clothes, by the way, just so we're on the same page about that. If your
Well,
Pokemon
I'm
has
happy about
jeans
that.
on, don't talk to me.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. That's
Except
all
the new
tough.
dress up Pikachu, which looks really cute.
There's that new in the Poketopia, the dead Pikachu, the Pikachu ghost. That was kind of sad.
Oh, it's not a ghost. It's he's alive.
Oh, he just can't like generate electricity anymore.
Yeah, so
He was
Pokopia
used as
is
a
like
fucking generator, and he's all fucked.
no, it's even sadder, bro. Pokopia is like a post-apocalypse game where like the world ended or whatever, and there's like humans are extinct, I guess? Question mark. And all of Pikachu's friends needed its help with electricity, so it just kept using itself to like charge up their shit so hard that now it can't make electricity no more. He's all juiced out. He's all burnt out.
Tough.
He's He's now a disabled Pikachu that can't make electricity.
Well, I hope he can get some, some benefits or something. Get some Snap, get some.
I think we built him a house. That's like almost better than Snap when it went away. Like he gets like
True.
berries in the town square. We get him omelet slices from the volcano. He's all right.
That's cool. I mean, I'd watch somebody play it, but I don't think I'm spending money on it. Just like the new Pokemon game. I mean, these days I watch somebody play it. I'm not getting a Switch. I got to Switch one, and I did the two generations of Pokemon games on it. It was okay, but it's if I'm just getting a console for one game, I just can't. It's not for me. It's the same thing I was saying about Wolverine. Sure, they can make Wolverine a console exclusive, and it's only going to be on Sony PlayStation. I'll watch somebody play it. It's fine.
How
It's
many
it's gonna
games?
be a 16-hour game anyway. I'm not gonna spend fucking I'm not gonna spend $700 on a console for a 16-hour game. Like that's just not
How many games?
how many games what?
What's the break point where you're like, I'll buy that console for that number of exclusives? How 3, 7, 10? How many exclusives do you think? What's the moment of enticement for you in a console with exclusives?
These days,
Yeah.
nothing.
No number of
No
exclusives.
no number of exclusives because I'm on a platform that's locked and I can't really do much with it. It's hell to stream it. And my main thing for gaming is streaming and reviews.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I have to basically spend even more money on my streaming situation to be able to play it at a good quality that I perceive as a good quality,
Right.
right? I have to deal with those encoder cards or whatever, which are a pain in the fucking ass and work like half the time. The
We'll
the
capture card.
links, the capture cards or whatever, they're pains in the asses. Every friend that I
Yeah.
have that uses them, they're always having issues with them, and it's just not worth the hassle for me. Like I'll watch somebody play it. I'm not gonna give Sony any
Mm,
money for like even if it was 5 games, even if the new dot hack game came out on as a fucking Sony exclusive, I would just find a friend who has a PlayStation and be like, hey, can I borrow this for a week?
that's funny.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I
not
see.
spending. I'm not there. They're not getting my money. Like I will spend money on dumb shit, but I'm not getting scammed because so I was this person. I used to be this person. Spider-Man 1 came out. He was just kind of down and out, and I was a little depressed. So I made a depression buy, which was a PlayStation 4. So first console since like I don't know.
I bought a PS4, yeah.
I hadn't been in the console space in a while, right? I hadn't been.
Mhm.
And I bought a PS4 and I played Spider-Man and I beat it. And it was fun. It was great. I had a great time. But that's the only game I ever fucking played on it. The only game I played on it. And it just collected dust after that. It was just a fucking piece of shit collecting dust. So
I
I
see.
sold it, made my money back on it, and I was like, yeah, I'm probably never spending money on a PlayStation ever again. Or just like a
Mm,
console. It's just not happening.
there's not a single other PlayStation 4 game you thought about picking up, eh?
No. I mean, what was on the PlayStation 4 lineup that's like a generational defining game that I had to play? Give me one generational defining game on PlayStation 4 I should have picked up and like would have been insane.
Well, hold on.
Specifically an exclusive that wouldn't come to PC later.
Bloodborne,
Don't like Souls like games. Wasn't playing it. Not my
Fat
market.
Princess Adventures,
Hmm. Okay.
the infamous games.
You can just download the fucking ROMs for those and play them.
You emulate PS4 out here?
There's a PS4 emulator, isn't there?
No. Is there? Ain't no way.
Yeah, Shad PS4. PS4 emulator for Linux and Mac. PCSX4. PCSX4, the first and
Ain't no
only PlayStation
way.
4, PlayStation 5 emulator that allows you to run PS4 and PS5 games on Mac, PC, Linux, Android.
I
I've
don't
used
believe
the
that runs well. There's
I've
no
used the
way.
PCSX series of emulators before because they
I
have
used the 2.
yeah, they
I
have
used
2 and 1
PCSX
as
2,
well. But if
but
I
it
was
was,
going
like,
to,
kinda
that's what I would
mid.
use, and I'd be like, I'm not spending money. They got me fucked up, you know.
I can't imagine this runs well.
Even if it didn't run optimal, I would use
No,
that
I
over
mean, like,
buying a PlayStation.
no,
You know what
no,
I
no,
mean?
I mean, I think, like, textures just straight up wouldn't load and shit. Like, I can't imagine this works with anything other than the most basic stuff. But it says 4K resolution support, so fucking maybe, I guess. That's crazy.
I mean, they wouldn't have it up if it wasn't.
Wow. Well, yeah, they would. The N64 emulators back in the day, they had this shit up. It didn't run for fuck all. You play like Mario badly for the first like
Well,
6
sure,
months.
but like has an
Compatibility.
active GitHub. It looks like they're working on it. So yeah.
Improved performance across all power core and
Regardless, I would use something like this over anything else if I was just gonna do one thing. Like they're not getting my money.
wow.
I'll download a fucking whenever Switch emulators come out if they ever do. I'll fucking download a Switch emulator and play whatever I want. Like I used to do that with
Oh,
3DS for Nintendogs. Like I'm not gonna go buy Nintendogs. You got me fucked up.
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. They have like there's like a list of games that work versus don't work and how much they work.
Yeah, but it's like continuing to release.
Interesting.
There's last release was Jan 2026.
Like a lot of these say fully playable. That's crazy. Well, they say
Yeah.
playable, not fully, but that's crazy.
Major performance improvements with up to 20% higher frame rates, enhanced ray tracing. They have ray tracing on this bitch.
And for some reason, Futuridium EP Deluxe, the arcade game, just doesn't work. Fails to boot. Just the one
It's
game that
probably
just
some
doesn't.
engine thing, I imagine.
Weird.
Yeah, but yeah, I would do something like this over anything because I'm not gonna run into the scam again. If you're hinging your console off one game, because the thing with like PlayStation, PlayStation 1, PlayStation is PlayStation 1, PlayStation, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, they had really good exclusives. Like they had an ecosystem where it made sense. It just doesn't make sense in 2024. When a game like Bloodborne, that is a game of the year contender, is going to come out on every single platform, Wolverine's not going to be game of the year. Like it can't a game that is. I think they said it's going to have 12 hours worth of content, maybe 16 hours worth of content. You're paying like you're going to be paying like 80, $90 for that. And then the first thing people are going to complain about is, "Yo, why is it over already? I didn't do anything.
Why
I just
is it
started.
over
Why is it
already?
over?" You know what I mean? Like that's the whole problem with like Spider-Man 2 was, wow, such a great looking game. Oh wow, it's over. What the fuck? There's no game here. That's crazy. Like I don't know.
Hmm.
But yeah, no,
Okay,
I would definitely do an emulator over anything else.
this
I'll
is
say,
leading me down a crazy road that I can't get into right now on my own. I'm gonna like try to. This is that's I'm gonna. I have so many PlayStation emulation questions. I have to table that for later for myself. You know what I mean? Like I
yeah.
not the conversation, but like the process of like looking at which games work and shit. Like I have to put a pin in that for myself later. That's crazy.
But yeah, I wouldn't. For me, I can't. Like
Mm.
the only thing I would think about buying would be a Switch, and that's still a hard no for me. Like I couldn't like Pokemon enough to like. If I had an itch to play a character or a creature catcher, I'd just play Power World. Like I don't need Pokemon. You know what I mean? It's
Like
just
you wouldn't be
not.
fucking with Smash and really a Smash guy.
I'm not playing Smash now. Like I'm playing Smash at a
Yeah,
party, like when I'm with friends. But like, okay, once a month maybe we're playing Smash. Like,
you're
and we're
not like
not playing
a
Smash like we
Metroid
used to play when we
guy.
were in high school.
Not really a Zelda guy.
No,
No, not just not really. Not at all a Zelda guy. In
not at
fact.
all. Never played a single Zelda game in my life. Mario Sunshine's tight, but I can just emulate that on a GameCube emulator.
But how do you feel about people that buy VR just to play Beat Saber? How do you feel about that?
I think VR is the biggest. Like, if we're talking about waste of money, VR is like the biggest waste of money. It's a dead technology, in my opinion.
Dead technology. Oh my god.
Well, when you look at everything else that's made strides in the last like what 10 years, and you look at VR that's still in the same spot, like what are we doing?
It's a burgeoning field, brother. It's
The
burgeoning.
children marketing it to can't afford it.
Beat Saber? Lots of people play Beat Saber in VR.
Cool. I mean, Beat Saber's a cool game, but am I buying a Meta Quest for it? No, never in my life.
Well,
I'm not shitting on anybody who likes VR. I'm just saying, am I gonna spend how much money on VR?
I actually don't know how much those things are.
Toddy, I don't even want to hear from you because your kid always wants to play VR. And you tell him it's broken, so you don't have to set it up. He uses it when you're not lying to him.
The little one's 500, the big one's 650 for MetaQuest 3.
Not my no, fuck that. I would buy a Switch before I buy a VR thing.
Well, fucking same.
I would buy a
Me too.
fucking Stream Deck or Steam Deck before I buy a fucking VR is just cooked. Nah, I'm good.
Damn, and from what I
Well, am I
hear,
gonna buy
people
VR
that
to
people
play
that
the
lie to their kids about VR don't make grilled cheeses either. That's the word on the street. I can't verify that independently, but it's what I'm told.
Yeah, he thinks about grilled cheeses because you won't make it for him. That's crazy.
God damn. Like I said, I can't personally verify. I have no information about that. But that's word on the street. That's what I'm seeing. That's what's coming through the feed. You know what I mean? The producer's letting me know.
Yeah, I mean, I knew
Unlucky.
somebody that made like a depression purchase that was like one of those MetaQuests or whatever, and it made him
I thought you
more
were about to say a grilled
depressed.
cheese. It's really funny.
It made him even more depressed because it just was shit. Like it just it they struggled to get it to work right the way they wanted it to, and there's weird stuff with the Joy-Con sensing or whatever, like the whatever they call them. It's not they don't call them Joy-Cons, they call them something else. But the
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. The little
trap motion
motion trackers.
tracking, waste of money. Fuck it. I don't have time for that
You
shit.
remember that PlayStation dildo controller? The big ball at the top?
hmm The pleasure yourself magic wand.
Everybody wants to be Nintendo so fucking bad. It's crazy. They all just want to be Nintendo really fucking bad for real. I think that's fascinating. PS Vita dropped or whatever. What's the one before PSP and PS Vita? They were like, we can compete with the fucking. We can do that. We can do a DS 3DS thing. We can do that.
Well,
Yeah, no, you can't, big man.
PSP was tight though because PSP had movies on it, like dead ass, like full movies and shit. I had Dodgeball, I had Zombieland. That shit was nice for traveling. I used to do a lot of traveling when I was younger.
My man said PSP was nice though.
It was. It was easily hackable. Like I had a bunch of
Yeah. It was easily hackable, which was the only good thing about it. An unhacked PSP is a paperweight.
no, you can watch movies on it. The movies were tight. It had a couple okay games on it too.
Movies were tight. That's so funny.
Well, yeah, because the 3DS could only do 3 episodes of SpongeBob on a cartridge because there's no space on those bitches.
Now
And
that's the Game
it
Boy
was
Advance.
like
Thank you very much,
it
and I
was
think you
like
know that.
seven. It was like 7 fucking pixels. PSP, I could watch whole movies on a fucking UMD, bro. On the UMD,
What is the
dog.
resolution of a PSP? I actually have no idea. 320?
Something like that, probably.
What is the resolution of a PSP screen? 272. 272p.
Well, I mean, you were already like 20 at the time, but I was like, 12. I was like, what, 12, 13. So,
When the PSP came out? When did it come out?
I mean, to be fair,
4? You must have been what, like 17?
no, you were already starting college by then.
I'm Gen Alpha, first of all, so I don't know where we're getting this
You,
information, but
I guess that's what you tell people you just met or whatever, but I know the truth.
First of all, my age is nothing but a number. So
I know a lot of people on a list right now that also say that,
I said my age specifically. Other people's ages matter. My age ain't shit but a number though. Mine specifically.
but it's a high number. It is nothing
My
but a number,
age?
but also that
That's not
number
a
is
high
high.
number.
It's
My number's a low number. I actually know so many low numbers, and this one's lower than those low numbers, in fact.
Yes, when you compare your number to 100, it is kind of not halfway there yet, but it also is closer to 40 by 4 years.
Than 100? I guess, yeah, it is closer to 40 than 100.
Yeah. You're 3 years off this year actually. You can imagine.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
That is true. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
Pretty old.
Pretty young.
Ugh.
40's the
Fogey.
new 20 and 20's the new 16. You know what I mean? I'm just a Gen Alpha guy. I'm just a little guy.
Hey, you can, in the world we live in 2026, you can identify as Gen Alpha, sure. Doesn't
You
mean
know
you are
what?
Gen Alpha.
Listen,
You
when
know what
the
I mean?
missiles hit and we're all wading through rubble, no one's gonna give a shit if I say I'm 26 or 36. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they're gonna care because they're gonna see you and they're gonna be like, what 26-year-old has so
I'm
many
wait
wrinkle lines and
wrinkle
the
lines on this
forehead of
face?
Ariana Grande? You know what I mean?
Oh my god, he said it. Okay. Fascinating. The forehead of Ariana
When the
Grande.
bomb drops and your hat and bandana get blown off, and you look like
I do
Sir
have an Ari
Isaac
forehead.
Newton walking through the
I
rubble.
do have an Ariana forehead. That's true.
And there's nothing wrong with Ariana forehead. Like she's fine. Like she just needs to stop pulling her hair back or whatever. And she'll
At
probably look
least I
normal.
didn't home wreck to be with SpongeBob.
That's crazy. I don't think we can say that.
He
I don't
was
think we can
SpongeBob.
say. I don't think it was SpongeBob.
Yeah, he was.
No,
Isn't he?
Benny Blanco's not SpongeBob.
That's Selena.
Selena's SpongeBob.
If Selena Gomez was SpongeBob, that would make Wizards of Waverly Place in canon to SpongeBob, I feel.
Well, I do. It is true. I get Selena and Ariana mixed up. That is true. Sorry. They basically sound the same.
But no, that guy, the fucking what, Ethan Slater, I think his name is.
She dated the guy.
Well, not in the way you think. It's worse.
How's it
So
worse?
Ethan Slater, right?
Mm-hmm.
And try to buckle up for this.
Mm-hmm.
He was the lead role in SpongeBob SquarePants the musical live
I hate everything you just said. I'm gonna be
on
honest.
stage.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
So she didn't
That
end
sounds
up with
terrible.
SpongeBob
Actually,
the cartoon voice. She ended up with SpongeBob the real guy flipping burgers on stage.
that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, it is.
Well, you know what they say. Love is love. And she found
Peep
it
that
in.
image I just sent you. He looks like if you dipped Ron Weasley in butter and fried him. It's crazy.
Why does he look like he was just crying?
That's just what he looks like. He just looks like that.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't
He
like
just
it.
he just looks his ears are attached a little too high at the bottom.
I don't like it.
But
I don't
have
like
you
it.
considered
I don't like it. Hate it.
Shadow of the Colossus remake?
Shadow of the Colossus remake.
What about The Witch and the 100 Knight 2?
I don't know what any of that is.
Yeah, right. The Last Guardian,
I think I've heard of The Last Guardian.
The Playroom.
I think I heard of that too.
Check this one out. Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme versus Maxi Boost on.
Mobile Suit Gundam versus. Oh no.
No. Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme versus Maxi Boost
Extreme
on.
versus. Wow.
Maxi Boost on.
That
It's
is
a
pretty funny.
PlayStation 4 exclusive.
That is pretty funny.
Loco Roco Remastered.
I love that. I love that for them.
God of War 3 Remastered.
Mm-hmm. And we're just saying a bunch of games. What are we?
Concrete Genie.
Sure. And what are we saying basically? Why?
These are your PS4 exclusives that might tempt you into purchasing the console.
Oh yeah, none of those are tempting me to purchase any of that. No,
Gundam
unfortunately not.
Breaker 3 Break Edition.
No, unless it's that Gundam where you pick up the Gundam we've talked about, the Destiny or whatever it's called, where you like it's the RPG. Unless it's that, and even if it was that, again, I would just download the ROM and play it on the fucking emulator anyway. You got me fucked up.
But have you considered that's illegal?
Have you considered every time we have movie night, what we're doing in movie night's illegal?
I don't think
Yeah,
it is.
it is. It's the same. It's the same concept. If you can imagine.
I don't think so.
Well, I don't want to out you, so I won't go further, but it is
I
the same
don't.
concept. It's
Is
literally
it?
the same. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Whether I'm torrenting a movie file to watch on a not movie night basis or I'm downloading a game to not play on stream. And actually, no, fuck that. I owned that game at one point. I can download the emulator for it. Fuck that. I owned it. I bought it at some point.
Is that how
I
that
owned
works?
that physical game. I don't think it's how it works, but it makes me feel better about it. So,
Well, I can buy that.
but
Okay,
also too,
well,
I
I
didn't
hear
feel bad
you.
about it to begin with. Didn't give a shit about it to begin with. Let's be so for real. Didn't care about it.
The game?
No, the downloading of the ROM that is made available for free of the game.
Oh,
I don't
sure.
have any qualms about downloading that and using it because
Okay.
I just couldn't be bothered.
I see.
Yeah.
But, and check
Uh-huh.
this out. Hear
Uh-huh.
me out. You
Uh-huh.
haven't considered this.
Uh-huh. Mm.
What if,
Huh?
okay, what if, this is a hypothetical.
Uh-huh.
What if the emulators weren't there?
Well, then I'm just not playing.
Shit,
That's
homie
a
said,
really
and
simple
what?
one. That's a real simple one. That's a
So you're
real
telling
fucking
me,
simple thing that I
so
can
you're
do.
telling me
Uh-huh.
if a game you wanted to play wasn't available to play because you didn't have the console
Huh?
and emulators didn't exist,
Uh-huh.
oh, well, skip.
Then I fucking fire up WoW and have fun with my friends on WoW. I don't give a fuck. They're not getting my money. They're not. You think I'm buying a fucking PlayStation for a game? For a single game?
No, you said no number of games.
No number of games.
So even if it was like 10 exclusives.
I said my favorite games. If my favorite game series that got me into gaming, Dot Hack, came out as a PlayStation exclusive, I am not buying a PlayStation. They can
Uh-huh.
eat my whole ass and dick. They can eat my whole ass and dick. I'm not fucking from the back, by the way. They can eat my whole
From
dick from
the
the back. From the back. I'm not buying a fucking Sony PlayStation or an Xbox. By the way, it's not even a PlayStation thing. If Dot Hack was like, yo, we're Nintendo exclusives, eat my whole dick from the back. I'm not buying a Switch. If
really.
fucking Xbox was like new exclusive to the Xbox, Evangelion, the fucking definitive game. Eat my
Really?
asshole and
God
eat,
damn.
eat as much as you want of my ass. I'm not downloading and buying your shit fucking console. I'm sorry, downloading. I'm not buying your shit fucking console. It's not happening.
I see. Got it. Now let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Yes.
At what price point is a console interesting to you again?
At what price point is a console interesting to me?
If a Switch or PS2 was a 199.99, the
I could
crisp two
think
hundo.
about. I could think if all in on one game and a console with one controller, I was in it for 250. I'd be down for that. But we're not getting there, right? Like it's never going back to that price. It can't because
It
RAM
could if
price of RAM is quadruple that. Like it just that economics can't happen.
have you considered just going back to
Because here's the
consoles
problem.
that are
Here,
entirely cartridge based?
here's well, yeah, no, they're not going to be cartridge based. It's not. So I'm talking about reality.
I'm
You're talking
presenting
about,
solutions, and you
but those
keep
aren't real
saying,
solutions.
"Well, not yet. They're not." Did
It's
you
not
hit up
real
Yenny,
life.
by the way, about Dot Hack?
Yeah, I've talked to her in via Twitter comments.
Oh my god, that's so fun.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I see. Well, I suppose.
And then we have all the people on Twitter going, sorry, if a new console doesn't get you excited as a gamer, then please stop referring to yourself as a gamer.
Yeah, what if
How,
your TV was an Xbox? Have you considered that?
it's so goofy. How about it?
Interesting.
How about if the thing that they're trying to sell you isn't interesting enough, then you can't be interested in it.
What
Did
if
we ever think of that?
WoW signed an exclusivity deal with PlayStation?
Fucking Final Fantasy 14 exists. That's
Oh my
insane.
god, he
Well,
said fuck WoW on God.
WoW couldn't do that because they're owned by fucking Microsoft now, but that would be hilarious if WoW was like, cool, so we're coming to PlayStation only. Uh, that,
Yeah, PlayStation only, baby.
that business decision would be insane and would make zero sense, but we've seen crazier in the industry, I guess.
What if WoW was signing an exclusivity deal to PlayStation 3? Downgraded graphics only.
What if Nintendo brought the old Pokemon games to fucking Steam and it as a one game purchase for
Steam?
$100?
How many of them?
All of them, a whole bundle for $200. You get all the old
Oh,
Pokemon games.
for 200?
Well, yeah, because it would be
And you get
Sony. They'd
every
have to charge
Pokemon
you a
game?
premium.
Like
Like
red,
whatever
blue, and yellow,
the
and
old
gold,
the
silver,
old
and
versions or
crystal
whatever.
bullshit?
Yeah, the old like old school style Pokemon games. And they still keep the new ones for themselves or whatever. But
Up to what?
like it'll
Like
never happen.
Switch?
But like that, it's just like those what ifs just won't happen ever. So it's not even worth talking about.
That's funny because I was thinking about it serious. So I was like, damn, would I buy that? I probably would. Probably would pick that up.
Yeah, I just. But I
If it
think
was
the
generation
thing,
1 through 5, 1 through 6, that'd be a pretty good pickup.
yeah, for fans of Pokemon for sure. Like I think that would be good. But again, I don't think that would happen. And also, too, I think those games are so easily emulatable. Why wouldn't we just emulate those games?
That's a
Because
fascinating question you just asked.
yeah, and also too, a lot of people are kind of they don't really, from what I've seen, the cool thing about those old games isn't really like the release of the games anymore. It's being able to do like those. I don't know the terminology for them, but it's like the oh, you start the game and it's like a random starter or whatever. You don't even get to pick. It's just given to you. And like when your Pokemon dies, you can't use
A
it anymore.
randomizer,
What are
yeah.
those called?
Nuzlocke.
Randomizers or I thought there was like a name for them specifically, like
So randomizers are one thing, Nuzlocks are another. Some
Nuzlocke is what
Nuzlocke
I
are
was going
randomizers and
for.
some aren't. So
So I think people enjoy a lot of those things. And obviously, the official releases of those games wouldn't support those. So I think you just have more people still going to the things they can do the Nuzlocke and other stuff for. So I don't know.
now let me ask you this. How do you feel about the Nintendo Switch eShop sales chart being literally topped by the re-releases for Fire Red and Leaf Green individually, not together? $20 a pop.
Well, yeah, but again, like
That shit's banging.
I, well, sure, like I think that was an easy win for them. But also, I don't think you're doing Nuzlocke or anything like that stuff on
Oh, you're
like a Switch
certainly not.
anyway.
No,
Yeah,
definitely
so I
not.
think like that's not even the.
But I'm saying like that shit like sold like hotcakes, no Nuzlocke. So I'm saying just like original shit,
Yeah, I
like
think
base.
that'll always happen. Like if they do anything with the original 4 games, those will just sell. It'll just well for tomorrow they could also say, "Hey, we're re-releasing the re-release of these games, even though it just came out 3 weeks ago or whatever." It would still
Re-releasing
sell.
the re-release.
It would still
I'm
sell.
fucking dead.
You know what I mean? It's always gonna sell. That stuff is always nostalgic. It's the same thing with WoW Classic. They can re-release WoW Classic for the 17th time tomorrow, and it's gonna make the same amount of money that the first 17 re-releases did. Like it will always forever just continue to make that money. That's forever money for Nintendo. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's an easy win for them.
See, I see, I see, I
But
see,
I
I
don't
see,
think
I
those
see.
games have been released in a long time, right? Like I don't think we got a real re-release of Leaf Green since when?
Never. Fire
So
Red
I
and
mean
Leaf
that's
Green? No.
so I mean that's like
But they themselves were
in this
I
it's
mean,
this nostalgia thing, right? Of like, oh, we never got this, so like of course we want it, right?
I don't think they were ever Fire Red, Leaf
In
Green
America, officially, I don't think they were released. No,
re-releases. I don't know if they were on the 3DS eShop or not. I kind of think they weren't.
I don't remember them being on any eShops ever. Yeah, so I mean that's fine. Like I don't see a problem with that just because those games should be open for people to play them. Like they should be on the market if there's people who want to play those games. And why would Nintendo not have that? Nintendo would be like, "No, we don't want to make money. Sorry." Like of course not. They fucking if there's a market for it, they're going to sell it. Then if people want to play it, they should be able to play it, you know?
Well, sure.
Like that's kind of my stance on it. Like I think that's tight. I think it's crazy that like the Poketopia thing is as popular as it is versus those kinds of games that are like Metacritic wise. It would seem like those would be easy wins to be high 90s, close to hundreds. But I mean, that's just crazy to me.
Well, no, they couldn't be, right? Because the highest rated Pokemon game is an 88.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that Poketopia being at 88 surprises me when I would
Oh, oh, oh,
think
oh.
red and green would be like in the 90s. Like
I see
I
what
did
you're saying.
Poketopia being that high is a surprise to me at all. Just baseline, right?
I don't
Not
know
saying
where the original Red and Green are. Uh,
well, Metacritic doesn't have those things, but like it wouldn't be the original, right? Like it's still a re-release, so they still should have a Metacritic score of the re-release, like their
oh, did
release
they
that
not
just happened.
go back that
No, because
far?
there's no data for that. But Pokemon Leaf Green version has an 81, which is surprising. Game Boy Advance Pokemon Leaf Green version, 2004. Metacritic score of 81, user score of 88.4.
Oh, it only goes back to Game Boy Advance and GameCube, I guess. No N64? Oh, no, N64 is there. No Super Nintendo. That's interesting.
And it's funny because Pokemon Fire Red has an 88.5 user score, which is kind of goofy. It's 1 point higher, point one higher than Leaf Green on the point score, which a green version all the way, I think. Me personally, but
Green version?
Pokemon Leaf Green is an 81 Metacritic score, user
Leaf
score
Green's
of
your guy, huh?
8.4. Yeah, I think so. Green's my favorite color, so I'd go off color. Generally, I don't
That
see
makes
color,
sense.
but in this debate, color matters, I think. You know what I mean?
You don't see color. Okay, I see. All right, I see. Well, I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna tell the boys in India you said that.
Well,
I'll
then they're going to
remind them.
respond with, don't insert credit card number until we say.
I really thought you were gonna go for the accent. I was like, "Are we doing that today? Is today
I
the
can't do
day?" Let me
accents.
mark my calendar. Is the 6th of March, 2026. Today he
Well,
finally did an accent.
all my homies die for Pakistan, so I don't know.
Oh my god, that's
Great.
such a crazy thing to say,
I don't think it's that crazy.
isn't it?
No, not really. It's all over
All
Instagram.
all my homies would die for Pakistan is a little wild.
No, I don't think so.
All right, well, we all have to be loud and proud about something. That's a good hill to die on, I guess.
88 Metacritic score is crazy.
The old Pokopia? The old
Little
Pokopia?
Pokopia, little poke Minecraftia. Little
I mean, it looks
Vox
tight.
Opia.
Seems good.
I don't think I'll buy a Switch for it, but I'll watch somebody play it.
I'll tell you what.
What they really need to do is just do a fucking Animal Crossing Pokemon crossover where you can have a chance for all of your neighbors to be any of the full roster of Pokemon from the decks.
I think that's what this is.
I don't think
That's
this
I think
is.
that's
Are
Pokopia.
you building? Are you giving them houses and getting random? Tight. Well, then that's why.
Yeah, that's the game, yeah. Yeah. The furniture situation doesn't work the same, I don't think.
Well, you
I actually
missed me
don't
then
know.
on the furniture thing. So
But
who's
yeah, you have to
Tom
like
Nook?
build
Is
them.
it that raccoon Pokemon?
So you're a Ditto,
Yeah, well, I know
and
the Ditto
the
part.
professor Pokemon that is the equivalent of like your "Hey, go here, do this, Tom Nook" kind of instruction
Is
guy
it
is a
Tangela?
Tangrowth.
Yeah, okay, I see it.
Yeah, the big one.
It has a
Evolved Tangela.
has a disc in its hair. That's so funny.
Yes.
There was one point where I was trying to be a critic on Metacritic, but I just can't keep up with the stuff I have to do to be that, unfortunately. You have to have a website and you have to do 50 relevant reviews a year. And the problem is the website part for me. You have to have an
I
actual
see.
website, and I obviously recently stopped paying for the website, but 50 reviews doesn't sound like a lot until you get to December and you're like, damn, I thought I did a lot of reviews this year. And it's like 25. It's
That
like 35, and you're like, okay, maybe I didn't, you know?
yeah, it's what one a week, basically.
You have to, well, the thing is, too, there have to be relevant reviews. So it's not like I can go buy a $1 game and review it. It has to be relevant games, relevant reviews for
Yeah,
stuff. So that, I mean,
right.
keeping up with that cadence is just impossible.
What? But is it? Because you can emulate PS4 and 5 apparently. So,
Well, I would never review something I'm emulating or like I didn't buy. So that's
and that's your first
that's me.
mistake.
Well, I'm not
You gotta steal that shit.
chaotic like you, so
And you know what else you should do? Emulate a
mm,
website. But you didn't think of that.
can't do that.
What do you mean?
That's what my mom said the other day. We were talking. She's like, "Why don't you just host your own website?" I'm like, "What the fuck does that mean? Like, are you just
Just host
saying
your own.
stuff to say stuff?
Just
Like,
host your own.
it just doesn't
Just
work like
emulate
that.
a website, bro. What's the problem?
It doesn't work. First of all, you don't emulate a website; you host a website. But like,
Emulate a host.
I don't. I already had this conversation once. I can't have it
Well, why don't
again.
you just
My
emulate
mental.
MediaFire?
You can host a website off your computer. It can be done. But
Yeah,
I don't have the software to keep my network safe from attacks. I don't
emulate it.
have.
Go
You
get it.
can't. I'm not gonna do this bit because this frustrated me the other day in this conversation. So I'm not gonna do that.
I see. I see.
This isn't a bit that I'm participating in.
I see.
It was. I had to be like, "What are you talking about?" I'd be like, "Did you just say stuff? You just like just do it or whatever?" That was a little point of frustration. I'm not
I
gonna.
see. And that was ultimately you decided that hosting your own website is not the move.
Not if you want to be protected. No.
I see. I see. I see. I see. And as a result of that, in combination with not wanting to rate emulated games, the Metacritic official
Yeah.
officiation bit just not really there, huh?
No, I don't think I would like steal a game and then review it like I owned it. That would be kind of awful, I think.
What
You
if
got to
you
have
made a
some
rule?
like you got to have some, you got to have something, some type of voice in your head telling you not to do bad stuff, right?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's optional.
I mean, you might be a psychopath. I can't
Like
do
you can
that.
just choose to not have that.
You might be a sociopath. I can't do that. And that's totally fine. I wouldn't ever tell you you have to do that.
Mhm.
Also, I we did talk about we're going to talk about a couple WoW things. Here is a
Yeah.
side by side. Back in BC, back in the Burning Crusade, which was the first expansion for WoW, Silver Moon
Uh-huh.
City was introduced as the main city, capital city for a race called the Blood Elves, which
Yeah,
are
I know the Blood
red
Elves, sure.
elves. Okay. So in this expansion, the one that just came out midnight, they have redone Silvermoon. They have basically redesigned the whole top part of the map. And
Wow.
this is a uh
That's so fun.
old days versus what we have now. I'll kind
Okay.
of show you, and you'll be
Well,
able to
main
tell
gate, yeah.
when you see the new stuff because it's going to be so inherently different. And I think this even is hard to see the scale of it. Maybe in movie night tonight, I can show you like via either me or Skate or whatever can show you via stream the kind of like full scale of everything.
Oh, yeah, sure.
But that is what it is.
I fuck with that. This Walk of Elders part looks kinda tight. I do
you
fuck
might
with a
you might
Walk of Elders.
be still in the old part. Walk of Elders. Yeah, so that's all old stuff. That's all old stuff, and then you'll see like the new stuff. That doesn't do a good job. I think this video is a little better.
Okay, okay. New video.
That might be a little better of a video.
Okay, 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 okay. I'm looking. I'm observing. I'm
Yeah,
checking.
this has like vista shots and shit, so you'll see the scale of like the new city and how big it is. But anyway, they did a whole revamp of Silver Moon. It's our new hub for the expansion. It's beautiful. The zones look amazing. Again, it's hard to explain in words, but they've added this like system called Prey, which is kind of like those Lord of the Rings kind of
Right.
nemesis system type things where like if you're questing and your health gets really low, they'll like pop out and try to kill you, and you're like actively
Right, right,
hunting
right,
them,
right.
which is really neat. WoW hasn't really had something like that in a while. It actually adds like because WoW is generally like you're generally safe, right? Like WoW, you're not dying in the world too much unless you do something dumb. This actually adds
Sure.
the air of like if you're not paying attention, they'll come out and like gank you type shit. Like they'll fucking ruin your life if you're not paying attention. So it adds this like new level of not just AFKing in the world and not mattering, the world not mattering anymore type thing.
Okay, okay, okay.
So it's pretty nice. And this is just
And we
one
prefer that,
zone.
to be clear.
Yeah, generally speaking, because you want to you don't want something to be too easy, right? Because then you're just falling asleep. You're just asleep at the wheel doing fucking nothing. You know, things get a little boring. Because you're also getting like extra rewards for doing this system. It's an opt in. You don't have to do it. But for people who want to do it and get the rewards and stuff like that, it's really fun. They added a couple new zones too. They're really nice looking. I don't have any like comparisons for them, but I can probably send you like what they look like.
Oh, yeah, I see, I see.
I don't really like these. I'd want to like show you on like actual like on the actual game versus like some of this stuff. You don't really get the good like feel of it, you know.
Sure, right.
But I
Yeah,
mean,
a
it is
slow
just
pan can only do so much.
yeah, and you're not really getting the full like when you could look at something from the sky down, you get like a good
Right.
feel of the density and the scope and scale of the zone, right?
Sure.
But yeah, they've knocked it out of the park. They've done it awesome. I think there's something nice about you know in WoW it's always been new expansion, new zones, and this feels nice because we're back in an old zone that's been revamped. There's a nice mix of old zone versus new stuff. So you feel like you're in the world. You feel kind of what's the word I'm looking for? You feel connected to the world because this is something known for so long. This is a
Grounded,
place that
rooted.
grounded in the world, not something you have to. Because like every expansion, I heard it put it this way: every expansion, you're having to build a relationship with this new zone and this new lore. And we already have the relationship with this lore. We already have the relationship of where we're at. So we already built that connection,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
I like Genshin in that way, as a point of relatability for a non-WoW player.
Sure.
Like we're back in Mondstadt for this new story event. I'm like, oh wow, Mondstadt again. Fun.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice. It's sometimes it's nice going back to something you know to like have a new story and something that's known, not something that's 100% new.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And just the respect they put on like the city and just the scope of it. I mean, it's immaculate. Like it's really cool.
Yeah, we do love it when game devs have a certain air of magnanimity, like a respect, like a We'd love it when there's some, reverence and consideration for the origination points. That's fun. Genshin, like I said, just did that where they there's a special event going, like a
Hmm.
special like story event or whatever, where uh you have to replay like the beginning epilogue again, the beginning prologue rather, the beginning prologue again. So like you're back on the beach and they're like, this is how you use a sword or whatever. But like the world's kind of goofy and silly and there's like some explanations of like why it's diff. But like like the the big statues you pray at they look like a different character now, and there's like bombs growing on trees instead of pears and shit. And you're like, what the fuck?
Oh,
Like
sure.
they're doing like a little wacky remix thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's cool.
But at the same time, they're like very careful to layer in the like, don't worry, we respect the old shit. It's not just all wacky memes, hee hee. Like this is treated very delicately, and we appreciate that this is your home, basically. So that's fun. And it's like,
Yeah,
oh wow, nice.
WoW's done this a lot too recently. There's a couple expansions ago, we had an expansion called Dragonflight, which is basically TLDR. WoW has like dragon aspects that have different powers and stuff, and they're basically they were empowered by one source of power, and that source of power got depleted, and they're gaining their powers back from another source.
Okay,
And there are what's called the Bronze Dragonflight, which deal with time and like space and stuff, right?
sure, good power by the way.
That's their power. Yeah. So when Dragonflight hit, we had this new kind of little event called Remix,
Mm,
where in the normal game we had this thing where we made remix characters, and they're like agents of the Bronze Dragonflight trying to correct issues in time. But the idea is you go back in time to a certain expansion and you
right.
do all the things in that expansion. And the event is basically allows you to get mounts, unreleased items, and like armor sets from that expansion by doing all the things from
Ah,
that expansion. And we just had our second one, which was Legion Remix, which I think is what your girlfriend was watching me play at one point. I was just like randomly spamming it and it was very like repetitive.
sure, 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 sure.
But I was like power leveling it through because I started halfway through and I wanted to get everything. But that's
Oh,
basically
yeah,
kind of the events we have is like it's not something that changes the world in any way, but it's this little limited time event, but it's rooted in the lore of like we're these agents for the Bronze Dragonflight going in a certain timeline to like prune it or whatever and like fix it. We're like trying to
right.
fix something that's gone out of whack. It's like super cool. It's actually really neat, and it's the second time we've done it. They did it with Pandaria, which is one of the expansions, and Legion,
I
and we're
call
hoping,
Pandaria by name. I know that place.
yeah. So pretty
That's
neat.
fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
we love that.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah, 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 yeah.
they tried a thing called Plunder Storm, which was like a battle royale type game mode at one point, and that was actually kind of neat too.
Sure, 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 sure.
Um, you would drop in and you would collect abilities to use throughout the match, and when you would kill people, you could get their abilities that they had. So it was kind of like that one battle royale where it was all spells. It was like you could be a mage or whatever. I can't remember the game, whatever the name was, but yeah, they've just been experimenting with these little like mini events, which is kind of cool.
Tay come in and watch you play WoW? Is she like vibing?
Well, I think you had said she had seen me playing a game that looked boring or whatever and repetitive, and I think that's the thing she was watching me play. No, you said that she hated WoW or whatever. She's like, "What game is he playing?" And you said it was WoW, and I think that's what she was seeing me play was the remix.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I got you, got you, got
Yeah,
you,
because
got
it
you.
wouldn't have been regular WoW. It would have been remix because that was very much I was just chain running just everything and one shotting everything. It was not very fun to start almost towards the end of it, but I had to power level that shit.
Well, I mean, sometimes power leveling is a big deal. You gotta get in there. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you just gotta hunker
You
down
gotta
and get
you
it
gotta get your
done. You know
numbies.
what I mean?
You
Yeah.
gotta get that EXP, brother.
Gotta collect that bronze, get them housing bits and pieces and shit.
How's
Bits
that
and
going?
bombs. Going really well, actually.
Like the
Like
housing
they've,
bit, I
yeah,
mean,
no,
is that like popping?
it's popping for real. Yeah,
Oh my god.
it's like insane because they didn't just make it this expansion thing. They've basically gone through and made just like thousands of assets into housing assets, but like spanning all the expansions. So you go through and do these like either new or old quest lines you didn't do before, and you get unlocks for these housing items to buy, or there's just whole housing vendors in these old zones that you go. So it's not only just this new expansion thing, it's tied to the whole game as a whole. So you're going back to these old places, or if you're a newer player, you might be going to these places for the first time ever. And it's like really cool.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
like it puts players back in the game, essentially.
That's kind of fun. Yeah, anything that like hooks people back like into
Yeah.
the, back into the, I don't want to say like cycle or rotation or whatever, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Into
And
the
like
daily move.
there are some things that are locked behind like doing dungeons or like leveling the new expansion quest line gives you a lot of housing stuff. But you could log in and only do housing stuff and have 10 hours worth of content one day, just housing. Like it really
Oh my
is
god.
just it really is. WoW really is a game where you can just do whatever the fuck you want and not interact with like anything else. How you could just do housing
Sure.
and be that's your only thing you do. And you can that can be your $15 a month and you can get 8 hours a day out of it. No problem. You know
Oh
what I
my
mean?
god. That's a job, brother.
Yeah, but if you're enjoying what you're doing is what I'm saying.
8
Five
hours a
hours a
day.
day,
That's a
8 hours a
lot
day,
of
whatever.
housing. God damn.
Yeah,
That's a
if you
lot of
like it,
housing.
you know. Hey,
Well,
it
sure.
unfortunately has more game to it than The Sims does at the moment. So when we think about that, it's kind of insane.
It does have more game to it than Blue Protocol.
Yeah.
Fucking
So when
plum
WoW
out.
housing has better housing mechanics than a Sims game, what are we doing, guys?
Dog.
What are we doing?
Speaking of shit that has a lot of game in it, that
Yeah.
Genshin event I was just talking about, there's a
Yeah.
mini game in that shit that is literally Star Fox 64. It's so
Yeah. I
sick.
was in stream when you were talking about it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And for the audio listeners and the little chatty homies, it's like it's Star Fox 64 back camera, right? And then like mid stage it switches to a top down like Raiden Trad or Giga Wing 1945 type shit, like the shoot 'em ups.
Oh my God. I don't even mean to cut you off.
Yeah,
You're not
please.
even going to care about this after I say what I'm going to say.
Okay.
Netflix original series Samurai Pizza Cats.
Oh!
Hold.
Okay, but you're memeing. But you're memeing. But you're memeing. But you're memeing.
Well, I wish I was memeing.
Live action?
No.
Thank God.
Hold. Look in your.
I'm gonna cry. Like a month straight. Oh my God. I guess I've spent more than 8 hours a day on Genshin.
Yeah,
Wait, why does
I
it
used to
look like
pull the
that?
old 10-hour Genshin days or whatever. I mean, 10-hour DVD days.
Hold on. Pause. Pause. Pause.
I don't know
Pause.
if this
Pause.
is like cool or whatever, but I saw this and it turned out, I believe it's true.
This looks like it has to be AI.
I don't know. I don't know.
What?
I've seen multiple of these.
What?
Oh, I I got so excited for you.
Uh huh.
I got so excited for you. I'm so sorry. It is just you. I've been had.
I see. I see. I see. I see.
I've been had. I'm so sorry. I was so excited in seeing this.
And you know what? I appreciate the enthusiasm of that. There were some tells, however.
Yeah, unfortunately, after I saw it
Unlucky.
blown up,
Man,
I
if
did notice a
that
couple things.
I was popping off in my heart for a minute there. I was like, yo, is it time? The old
Unfortunately,
SPC? The samurai
I was
pizza
so
cats,
happy
bro.
for you. I saw it, and a couple people had reposted it too. So I was like, "Oh shit, it must be real." I got bamboozled.
I'll tell you what.
Everybody, always ask Grok. Always ask
Always
Grok.
ask Grok. I'm fucking dead. I'll tell you
I'm so
what.
sorry for you.
I things are definitely going well for me lately, emotionally and mentally, and obviously me and Babe are having just the wonderfulest little bear time together. But speaking strictly in terms of media, I could use a fucking W. You know what I mean?
I have been eating so well media wise. Dot Hack's getting a new game. There's a new Evangelion series getting made by the Near Automata
True.
people or whatever. Like
So true.
I'm kind of living my best life right now.
Kind of good.
Kind of good. Kind of insane.
That's kind of fucking good.
Kind of good. My two favorite
If there
IP
was,
getting something. That's crazy.
because there is going to be a new Samurai Pizza Cats video game eventually.
Yeah, you did talk about that. No release date though, right?
No release date, no.
Yeah.
But man, let me tell you, if
Yeah.
there was a Samurai Pizza Cats motherfucking, I don't even know what I would want that show to be. Between like a remake or a remaster or like whatever. But I'll tell you what I know I wouldn't want it to be. The thing that
Huh.
I wouldn't want it to be, I wouldn't want it to be like Dragon Ball Z Kai, where it's like more like the source material. Fuck that. The fact that it had nothing to do with the source material was the best part. Do you know what I mean?
Well, is it fake that Super is getting a remake already? They're like restart. The idea is like they're redoing Super.
W- Well, it is 10 years old.
And I've seen some animation from Super. It is fucking awful,
Well, also, yes.
but also best anime series ever. It crashed Crunchyroll.
Jesus.
I'll never forget that. That's such a funny day.
That was really funny.
That's such a funny day. You trying to talk sense into people. All of us trying to talk sense into people, and it's like the cognitive
Yeah.
dissonance.
Yeah, Samurai Pizza Cats is interesting in the sense that, like, or actually, not Samurai Pizza Cats, Dragon Ball Super. Pardon. It is interesting in the sense that, like, it's a piece of shit.
I think I just outgrown Dragon Ball, unfortunately, as a series, and I hate saying that because
Possibly.
I like to think that I am able to keep my childhood interests still alive as like a young adult or whatever. Or okay, I guess I'm not a young adult anymore, but yeah, I don't know. I look at stuff like Super and I'm like, or Daima as well, and I'm just like, this is fucking trash.
Well, yeah, and it is trash.
It's just fucking awful, bro.
I'll tell you what. I
And
don't think
in
there has been an anime I like the look of in like 18 years.
Oh, I can't be on board with that. But I think stuff like Super and Daima ruins all the other stuff for me too. Like I went
Well, yeah,
back
of
and
course it would.
I went back and also just tried to watch like something from the Cell Saga because I just wanted to just relive a nostalgia moment or whatever, you know? And I was just like, wow, all the other stuff ruined this for me. That's crazy. I'm like, I just do something else.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, it's tough.
yeah.
It's tough.
It is a shit time. I'll tell you what did it for me mostly. I mean, like Super and whatever, all that shit didn't help. The fans really killed it for me.
No, I don't give a fuck about the fans. I
I've
don't
gotten
listen
into
to
so many
people.
arguments and so many dumb back and forths and this and that I can't look at Dragon Ball content without being reminded of the infinite annoying exchanges I've had.
So
They
I'm
just are noodling around.
Yeah, so like opposite of you, I don't really interact with the undesirables. Like if someone has a shit take, I just instantly are like, "Cool, I'm gonna stay away from you." I don't engage. I don't let them. I don't let them win.
Well,
Like,
nowadays I do that, but 10
yeah,
years ago, brother, I was arguing on Twitter all day.
yeah,
I
I
was
don't
arguing
know.
on Facebook. I was arguing on Gaia. I was arguing on Game FAQs. I was arguing in person. You ever take a 10-hour road trip with somebody that starts with, "Yo, did you see Dragon Ball Super's new episode?"
I would actively not go on a
Don't
road
recover
trip with
from
someone
that
like
one.
that.
You don't recover from that. And I'll tell you
Yeah.
what, I'm not that guy that's like, "Oh, it's just not for me, lol, eh." I'm aggro, bro. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that shit's turbo ass and the problem and every fan ruins everything I like. Fuck you guys. Like, I open big. I hate to open with a big move like that, but I'm doing it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I actually wrote my first angry forum post not too long ago.
Oh my god, about what?
Yeah. WoW's hunter problem. It was kind of
Well,
insane.
welcome to the community of people that make angry forum posts.
Yeah, it's
Congratulations.
my first time since I played this game that I made like an actual upset. What the fuck are we doing? Forum post in your DMs.
Okay, let me take a look. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Let's take a look here. Okay. Oh, you weren't replying. You like made the thread. You
I made the
opened up.
thread. I opened a thread
Whoa.
in the hunter like
I'm
thing, in the
playing
hunter thread
Hunter.
thing.
Creating many different versions of the class. This is by far the worst iteration of Black Mage and Mega Man I've ever seen.
Marksman and Beastmaster, MM and BM. Well, you'll yes, non-functional in most cases.
Okay. Awesome. Sentinel does damage every 2 minutes. Don't a tree shot will buy damage and uselessness. And now I'm gonna say something crazy. This post doesn't look like it has like a large interaction rate. Do you
No,
feel that
because
you're on an
posts have
island with
already
this take?
no people have already made mega threads on the on the topic. I was
Oh,
late
I
to the
see.
party, but I had to add my 2 cents.
Gotcha. I see. I was wondering, like, is this like, like this ship has sailed and everyone has been saying this for so long that no one
No, this
bothers
is
to repeat
new.
themselves?
This is
Or is
new.
this one of those things that, yeah, like what
This
the
is
I
broken
see.
now because of the new expansion. Yeah.
Right. Interesting. And is this the kind of thing they like fix mid-season? Or they hot patch shit like this? Or are you just kind of like on the hook for the
Well,
expansion?
if you could imagine, the expansion came out last week and the new season starts on the 17th. So if you can imagine, we're in preseason right now with broken classes and stuff. Guess when the reworks and everything come out?
You said the new season is 17th?
Yeah, 17th. On the
So
patch on the
what
17th.
this
So
also comes out on the 17th then?
so we're in a situation where everything's made up and the points don't matter right now, and we're not going to know anything till the 17th if anything changes or gets fixed. So we're just up in the air, kind of like thumb up our ass, just being like, I guess we just do what we think we need to do. Like we've never kind of been in a spot like this.
Okay.
I am gonna be right back though. I'm sorry.
Sure. No, of course. Yeah, that is what a tough scenario to be in too, where you have to deal with the idea of like a class being gutted and then you don't know what to do about the class in the first place. It's just one of those things where you're just up a creek without a paddle and the devs don't say anything about
Well,
it.
they're high APM specs too, and they play super slow right now.
Oh man, that's even worse. Yeah, it is kind of fascinating when like a developer makes like multiple classes in a game and like they're trying to go for like an identity and like, oh, this class should be different from that class, should be different from this class, like different strengths or whatever. But they just like kind of don't really hit any like consideration for maybe these should be ballpark same DPS if they're DPS classes, or maybe this skill should like the post here is mentioning that like the stampede like does no damage if the boss is elevated off the ground, or if you're like on a bump it like messes up the trajectory and goes through the ground. Like these seem like they'd be things that would come up in playtesting frequently, and it's weird that they would not have any. It's weird they wouldn't have something to do with this. Like, surely they would stop this from going through like early on, and then just like no, they don't. I get that this is like not quite the same like ballpark, but there's a game that I really like called Moonstone Island. It's like a monster catcher. Um, it's like a monster catching Stardew Valley adjacent cozy game with like a card battle
Okay.
component. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. But yeah,
Mm.
there's this card game that I play called Moonstone Island. It's basically like Stardew with Pokemon, right? But when you are playing that game, the combat is such that each of your 3 monsters on your team have a deck of cards that are uniquely their deck that you can like edit and change around and stuff. And then when the combat starts, their decks get shuffled together to make one like total deck that you actually play with. Okay? And if one monster is knocked out, all of their cards can't be played for the rest of the fight. Or if they're like, CC'd out for a turn, you can't play their cards for that turn or whatever. And they tried to do this thing that I think is maybe happening with Black Mage and Mega Man over here, where like like fire cards all do burn damage. All right. And then like the ice cards do freeze damage, and water cards are healing cards, and the earth cards are like armor shred that does blah blah blah. They just do so much, they just do double damage because that's the thing, is there's a rage component, they do double damage, but you also take double damage, so it's a trade-off. But then like the psychic type gets infinite energy, infinite turns, and the game ends on the first turn of the like no matter what, unstoppably, you just can't lose. And the other shit like is why use anything but psychic? I just ever Why would you ever? And the answer is you wouldn't. You would never use anything but psychic for any reason, unless you just like felt like goofing around. So like it seems like that's kind of what they were doing here, where they're like maybe they're searching to like have these have different silly identities, but then like oopsie doopsie, the 2 identities they've chosen for Mega Man and Black Mage are just really bad. And then also they just don't function so good. Like they didn't bother like testing the terrain at all or whatever.
So each spec is kind of uniquely different in that Stampede, which I was talking about in my post, was a tier set bonus that was added in the final season of the War Within. That
Okay.
was a tier set bonus they decided to bake into the BM kit as base kit, right? The problem is when it came out, it was bugged. So we've had this ability on and off in WoW called Stampede for a long time. They took it away from
Okay.
Hunter for a while. They added it back as a tier set bonus. And basically what it does is where my character is pointing, not where my character is pointing and my like camera is pointing, but my character is pointing. I press a button called Bestial Wrath that empowers my pets. That will then send a stampede of animals at the target to do damage.
Yeah. Right. Sure.
So Beast Hunter, Beastmaster does beast damage, very animal kind of whatever, right? So they decided to double down on this thing, but the problem is when it was released, if your tank is tanking a boss or mobs or trash mobs on the stairs per se, your stampede isn't going to go forward and then up the stairs. It's going to go forward through the stairs and
Right.
not hit the
Yeah.
mobs.
Yeah.
If
It
you
just doesn't
are
account for the terrain at all.
if you're on a slight incline on the terrain and you're fighting just even slightly down range at a even slight elevation difference, your stampede is now going to go into the ground.
Like
or
downward.
God forbid up into the air. So this
I
is
see.
just fucking broken. It's so much so that they had to buff the other Apex talent, or the other talent build, which was so Beastmaster, right, has Dark Ranger, which is a super fast APM, just spam buttons, and you get to like throw these like dark arrows at them, and they do a lot of like dark arrow damage, which is really cool. And you're like, cool or whatever,
Okay.
right? And then you have,
You sound so excited about it.
well, it was the good of the two here. And then we have Stable Master, or whatever the other talent build is called. And so that is like pet heavy, stampede, all this shit. Well, Stampede was so broken last expansion, they had to buff the other thing to make us even viable in any content.
Okay.
So the idea, then we had to then put this as base kit, even though we know it's still broken, makes no sense to me as the player. I know it's broken. Y'all should have known it was broken because we were bitching about it so much. So then we come to the marksman angle. The marksman angle, which is if Beastmaster's not doing well, go marksman, which is no pet. It's just straight. You're just bowing it out, fucking true shot aura, which makes you shoot faster, rapid fire, like a rain of arrows and shit. Like you're just a fucking archer, right?
Sure.
The
Love that.
problem therein lies this new problem with this expansion.
The
Ooh, my
marksman
camera
also is
is
shit.
shitting itself. Holy shit.
Yeah, you did get a little roboty for like a second, but it was very
Um,
quick.
so there becomes another problem. Well, I don't know what specifically they did, but they nerfed Dark Ranger again for marksman, and now we're doing a Sentinel build. It's called Sentinel. And what you need to know about this build right now, currently in preseason, is we have a 2-minute cooldown, which means you press the button, and for like 30 seconds, you have a damage amp, right? Damage amplification.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then that ability goes on cooldown for 2 minutes. It's a 2-minute cooldown, right?
Oh, wait. The cooldown starts when you press it or after the buff wears
When
off?
I press the cooldown, when I press the button, damage amp. And then after the damage amp is over, cooldown 2 minutes.
Ugh.
And then I can
They
press it
don't
again.
overlap, huh? Interesting.
Well, that's not the bad part.
Okay.
We're okay with cooldown buttons. That's not the issue. The issue is the damage profile is built into True Shot Aura, the 2-minute cooldown, so strongly that you don't do any damage outside of True Shot Aura. So you only do damage. And that's why I said you might as well go AFK and get a drink when you don't have True Shot up, because you're doing no damage.
I see.
So you're not even halfway competitive if you don't have this button. You might as well not be
Right.
playing the game. And that's just
Sure.
not good. That's just not good. In general, we all hit firm handshakes. Hey, the damage profile shouldn't be built around one cooldown. The cooldown should amplify your damage, not be your damage. Firm handshakes.
Hmm. I wonder if I agree with that.
It could be possible that for different classes this is true, but this is a hunter. We're doing sustained damage. We're doing
Cause
fast, sustainable damage. This is a
Blue
high
Protocol's
APM class.
Frost Mage is like that, where like Frost Beam is the only thing that matters, but all of their shit gives you back the cooldown of Frost Beam or makes it like stay on channel longer.
Yeah, none of that happens here. That's not happening here.
Whereas like this is like a damage profile of one button that also has no way to get it back.
Yes, you're on cooldown for 2 minutes
Ugh.
max.
I mean, is the
So,
damage when it's on like
gapping people
is
by like half.
like it's big?
I'm beating your ass in the street by myself with like my
Like
7 homies.
like when it's on, you're huge.
When it's on, I'm beating you to an inch of your life.
So
When I don't have it, I am being mugged by 17 individuals.
so okay, I'm gonna ask this question, and this is maybe a silly question, but if you were to take the damage when it's on and the damage when it's off, which is 0, and average them out,
It's not
does the
0, but
DPS,
it's insane.
like does the DPS still, like, hold, like, a reasonable number averaged out like that?
No, considerably, you're doing just insane amounts of damage. Like, it's not comparable in any way. Even when you, like, factor in, well, okay, it's only up every 2 minutes, blah, blah, blah. You're literally doing no damage. I'm
No, I
bottom of the
know. I'm saying, like, it's a 30-second thing, right?
it's
And
like
then a
20,
2-minute
30
cooldown?
seconds or something. Yeah, something like that.
Right. So if you had, like, a 5-minute window to just, like, do damage, that happens at the beginning, 2 minutes off, then in the middle, 2 minutes off, then the timer ends. Does your
Wait,
total 5-minute DPS still match more consistent DPSs? Or is the
no.
fall off so big and so long that, in fact, the damage being huge when it's active doesn't matter because do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, yeah, what Seth is saying is true. Tenacious Spanks in chat.
The left for an optimal pull, your ceiling is lower, so you have to hold for an optimal pull to be effective. Oh, yeah, I guess that's true because it's not like you're doing it on cooldown every time. You have to, like, wait for it to be reasonable to do it.
Because remember, we're doing content that has like timers and stuff. So if I'm in a dungeon, I'm actively fucking my team having to hold my true shot aura and not do damage. So I'm either saying, hey, I'm gonna fuck myself and not do boss damage, or I'm gonna fuck the team and not do like ad damage and get us through these ad pulls faster.
Right, I see,
So
yeah,
it's
because you have to,
it's
like, go through, like,
yeah,
the shit to
it's
get to the
not
boss.
Blue
Ugh,
Protocol
I
inherently
see.
works on a whole different type of system. It's a little you can compare some classes to each other, sure, but it's a little diff. So yeah, all in all, we just kind of lose right now. And so that's kind of where we're at. And
It sounds
it
like the master
sucks.
dungeons, eh? Where you have to, like, go through, like, a little dungeon thing to get to the boss.
Yeah, but these dungeons in Blue Protocol, you're only doing one boss. We're doing 3 or 4 bosses in one. So we have a long like it's a longer investment in time to get
But
either a
is it,
good
like,
result or
dungeon
a bad
boss,
result.
dungeon boss, dungeon boss, dungeon boss, or dungeon 4 bosses?
So in WoW, it's the dungeon and we have trash. We have to pull a certain amount of trash to get to a boss. But if we don't have the 100% trash pull, so let's say, so every, how do I explain it? So every mob in the dungeon has a percentage that it goes towards the
Yeah. No,
percent
yeah.
of trash that you have to pull.
Yeah, that's all Blue Proto yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I get
So
that, yeah.
yeah, no, there's frequently not a system where we're going like from one boss straight to another boss. We have to go through a lot of trash to get there or skip
Right.
stuff to get there. Yeah.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah. It's not like one boss after the other boss after the other boss. You're
Gotcha.
asking,
Right.
is there trash between them or is it just
Between each
once?
boss, right, and there
Yes.
is, in
Yeah.
fact, trash between each one.
Yeah.
I see, I see, I see, I see.
Because that's
Yeah,
built
right.
into having to do the dungeon, basically.
And the bosses, like, the amount of trash between them is
Fluctuates
in
between each
such a
dungeon,
way
but yeah.
well, sure. But it's in such a way that, like, if you burn your cooldown from the trash, you definitely will not have it for the boss at all.
Exactly, exactly. You have right now you're having to really do 3D chess to figure out like what the fuck am I doing here and how am I optimally using this thing? Because there have been some
Huh.
instances currently now, even in preseason, where we get to a boss and my true shot's not up yet, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna have no damage. And if you're doing heroism, which increases your haste by like 25% for X amount of pulls in the beginning, it's like a big start boss buff thing that you only get to use every 10 minutes, then you've missed that
Long
window to have
cooldown.
that extra damage. So if you don't have true shot on top of that, you're fucked. Like you're not doing any damage.
Yeah, they have to, like, line up.
Yeah, everything has to line up. It's all about lining up. So, just in general, I think what happened is someone at Blizzard who's over the hunters were looking at their spreadsheets, doing spreadsheet numbers, and they didn't say, "Hey, let me put this change in the spreadsheet and then go in game and see how it feels to play it." They probably just put it in the spreadsheet and kind of moved on. Is kind of what it feels like.
Right. Oh,
And we
I
didn't have
see.
like the dude at Blizzard looking at this going, "Oh, this fucking feels terrible to play." Because again, this class isn't norm. This isn't like a mage class where you're usually spending a lot of time casting something. You're moving and doing damage. You're playing hunter is pressing buttons all the time. You're always doing abilities, cycling abilities. So it's not a slower cast time, but doing more damage kind of class like a mage would be. It's just like bam, bam,
Mm,
rapid fire, constantly pressing buttons type thing. And
mm,
so they've built it in a way where it's not like that and it's hyper terrible versus what we had before, which
hyper
was
terrible.
well,
Fuck.
it's just non-comparable. Like it's just if you look at some of the like posts people have been making, it's just insane. Like it's all over the place, just bad. Because at
That's so
least
tough.
if you made Beastmaster, at least you can go MM when Beastmaster's not good. But when you have Beastmaster and MM being bad, and your only other option is a melee spec, I don't play Hunter to play melee, and the melee spec doesn't even feel good right now. So you're kind of fucked all over the place. You're kind of like
Huh.
actually just insane, like screwed. It's crazy.
That is so tough. So is Hunter considered like a shit DPS right now in general? Like every configuration of Hunter just sucks
At the moment, it is looking like that. Yeah.
currently.
At the moment,
Damn,
yeah.
that's
Currently, it's
brutal.
feeling very tough.
I see.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is a toughie. That is a rough one.
it is tougher than ever at the moment.
And what's the what are your alternatives at the moment in terms of like classes you enjoy playing? Are you just like gonna ride it out?
Oh, I mean, I played Hunter since vanilla. I'm riding and dying. You know what I mean?
I see. So you're just in there. Like when this
Yeah, I'm
shit
in
feels
there.
bad, you're just stuck feeling bad.
Yeah, and I'll
Gotcha.
ride it out, like I'm fine. Well, we have till the 17th. They'll have to do something on the 17th because there's going to be
When you say have to,
they have to in the sense that it's so bad right now. They wouldn't start a season with something being like abysmal, you know what I
they
mean?
wouldn't or they shouldn't.
Generally with all the expansions we ever had, they haven't. They've fixed
Oh,
everything at least before things that popped off, right?
but they could hypothetically just let it rock.
Yes, they could, but at least with like what we've seen of them right now, they are in a state where they're listening a lot more and they're doing a lot more. So I have faith that they will not be doing that. Fingers crossed.
I'm gonna ask you a frustrating question, possibly.
Is it possible we start the season and Hunter is looking like the streets of Iran? Maybe.
Jesus. Is it maybe the
Is
case
it
that they
possible?
want
Sure.
certain classes to be like PvP DPS
No,
versus
that's
raid DPS kind of thing?
no, that doesn't really happen like that because we have PvP talents for that, right? It doesn't work the way you're thinking it works. There's PvP talents specifically
To
for
be clear, I don't
PvP.
think it works that way. I'm just asking if maybe that's the
Yeah,
direction
no,
they're going
it's
in, but
no. There's
they're like,
they
"Yo, no,
have
no,
a
no, this one's meant for
system.
PvP now. Yeah, if you're a hunter, you're
No,
a PvP guy."
so the way WoW works, there's PvP gear and also there's tuning for PvP. So when you load into a PvP instance,
Yeah.
your certain abilities work different ways than they do in PvE, and there's tuning for those things. So it's not even like if they needed BM to be weaker in PvP, they would tune it in PvP. They wouldn't mess with anything from the raider standpoint. You know what I mean? Play
Okay.
warrior? No, thank you.
What's wrong with Warrior Kappa?
I don't like melee DPS. I play hunter to play ranged. I like being in the back.
Oh, I see, I see, I see. Okay. Fascinating, I see. And yeah, you just don't have any recourse here, huh? You just are on the chopping block until they decide to throw you a life raft.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Huh.
Unfortunately, yeah. but that's fine. Like I'm not too worried about it because I think we get it all figured out before either before or on the 17th. And if we
New
don't get it
question.
figured out on the 17th, then we just rock it. Like,
New
hello?
question.
Yeah.
The 17th rolls around, you get the patch
Uh,
notes, and they explicitly say, like, yo, Hunter's a little too overtuned right now, so we're reducing the numbers.
that would be the most cooked take I've ever heard. And I imagine their offices would be theoretically firebombed by all the Spurgs out there who
It's
will
like, you're
fucking
not
lose their
gonna
mind.
believe this, bro. The
I'll write
Hunter
an angry
class,
forum post, but there are people that'll go fucking find them and beat them in the streets. So I think, I think,
they're gonna say it too. They're gonna say in the patch notes, this true shot shit does a little too much damage when it's active. So we're
well,
actually
no,
gonna
it
lower that
definitely does
down.
do a little too much damage. They need to move some of that damage to other abilities in
No, they're
marksman.
just gonna no, they're just gonna
Yeah.
reduce that damage and call it a day. Now the moves are in line. We did it. They're just gonna
No,
lower
I
that
think it'll be
damage.
fine. I think it'll be fine. I'm not too worried about it. I'm not a person who really cares about it too much, other than the fact it just feels bad to play. I'll play a spec that's like, you know,
I
if it's
see, I see,
ass,
I
I'll
see.
play it.
I see, I see, I see, I see, I see, I see, I see.
I'll
And
bitch about
when
it, but I'll
raid
play it.
season comes around and you're
Huh?
stuck with marksman or not black mage, but beastmaster that hasn't been buffed, what kind of interpersonal turmoil will that cause you in your group? Like, are you gonna get flamed for being ride or die with Hunter, or like, are they gonna like play warrior cap at you into an early grave?
No, I wouldn't. That wouldn't happen.
Are
I
you are
mean,
you gonna get triple lulled in the chat? Is that what's
Seth
gonna
is
happen?
joking because he doesn't even play the game right now, so he's just being a
I
trad
see.
troll. That's usually not what happens in a guild that like respects their homies or whatever. I'm pretty fine with where I'm at.
Okay. Sure, 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 sure. Like you're not gonna have to like be like fighting the mobs and the trash and the bosses and your homies.
Worst case scenario, if Hunter is still shit on Tuesday, I will just spend all day getting gear so the people who are at work just get gapped by the fact I have more gear than them.
I see
And
the
I'll
old
just brute
overlevel
force
strat.
it. I'll just brute force it until everything gets fixed.
I see,
If
I
I
see, I see,
have
I
to.
see.
If it's a have to scenario, I
Now I
will
will
do that.
inform you. Word on the street is that you're receiving genuine feedback. How do you feel about that?
Well, I know the person giving that genuine feedback in quotes. It's not genuine
I
feedback.
see, audio listeners. He did do air quotations with his fingies. There was an air quotations on genuine there. It seemed facetious.
It
I-
was
Ooh,
facetious
it
and malicious.
and malicious. My God! So it was an attack, you would say?
It was an attack, yes.
Oh my God, Mr. President! A second attack has hit the tenacious Spanx with an N. That's funny. My God, I see. We're just throwing hands in the street, huh?
Yeah.
Someone's true shot's active. Catch this man in 30 seconds.
He's
My
gonna need it.
goodness. Whew, Jesus. Okay, interesting. Well, on the plus side, at least WoW is listening to people more. That's fun.
Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, the team is listening a lot more, which is nice because things are getting fixed a lot faster
But do
than
you have a Star Fox minigame?
no, we don't have a
Fuck,
Starbucks
man.
mini. However, we do have an add-on that gives us a Tamagotchi Murloc, which is tight.
Oh, that's
You
kind
to
of
feed
fun.
him
Does he poop?
and take care of him. Yeah, you feed him.
Wow.
You run around in game, and it counts towards the steps for him. It's pretty tight.
Well,
Pretty
that
cute.
is fun. Like the Poke Walker, but it's a digital
Mhm,
one.
mhm,
Cute,
mhm,
cute, cute,
mhm.
cute, cute.
He chills out in the little corner of your screen while you're playing. Pretty
Huh.
tight.
It's fun that they have taken the technology from those like late 90s porn ads and made it like a helpful little pet. I like that.
Yeah, it's tight.
Remember those? Like there was like the pop-up ads. It's just like a
I've
blonde
never
girl
seen
dancing
porn in
on
my
your clock.
life. I wouldn't know.
Well, yeah, I guess the gays don't really have that. But like the straights have this
I
thing
don't
where
have an
like,
alt Twitter like you do. So
well, someone's not Jamaican enough. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna inform the
Jaw
boys, maybe
jaw.
audio listeners don't know. Back in the day, there were these funny little pop-ups you would get that would like be this is like early internet shit, like Angel Fire GeoCities shit. And if you don't know what that means, then this is not the conversation for you. But there was this thing that would happen where like you, you would have like a little blonde girl like show up over your taskbar and start dancing in the corner, and there's just no way to get rid of it. It's just there now. And if you have the audacity to like try to click away from it or like see if there's an X somewhere,
Mm,
all of a sudden it's just opening infinite windows,
yeah,
45,000
forever.
windows at a time. Yeah. It is just holy shit, Lamau.
You're reinstalling Windows after. You're
Yes.
throwing the hard drive in the trash.
That's correct. Yeah. You're like, no, mom, my friend said this was a music CD. I don't know what it did to the computer. Don't look at me.
No,
I have no idea.
not a
I
music
just got
CD.
this from a kid in middle school. I don't know shit about shit.
Damn, not like this.
Yeah. But he did give me some cool music CDs though. They were like actual cool CDs. And then just like one of those fucked up the computer one time. Not with the dancing girl thing. That was different, but that did happen one time though.
Yeah, Dancing Boys or whatever. You get it?
Yeah, you know what's up. So the gays do have something similar. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, we have something like that. Yeah, we got something like
I'd
that.
imagine in your camp it's like, you know, veinous blue furry dog anthro guys and they're like they have
Well, that's
poop
not
on their
me.
nose or whatever.
That's one of your other friends. That's not me.
Well, we sure?
I have news that the polycule is upset with you. Crash out incoming.
It just seemed to me that the furry launch is only a matter of time, you know?
Well, only one of us are wearing ears right now, so go fuck yourself.
Only one of us has
And
a
audio listeners, there's
fursona profile picture.
not a persona profile picture,
It's a little
just
bit of a
a
fursona.
dog that's a pirate. That's all.
Well, it's a sea dog underscore. Right. It's a bit of a persona. Well, a
No,
fursona, excuse me. I'm so sorry.
nope,
Is
couldn't
that
be
the difference?
me.
You prefer fursona with an F as opposed to persona with a P?
I see. Well, I don't know all these things. You're the expert. Again, I'm not wearing ears. You are. So I guess you'll have to tell me all these things.
Yeah, but I'm doing it as like
You have the legion
I'm a
of furries.
tourist there, not a hostage.
You might have to talk to them. Well, not a hostage either. You did seem to be held hostage by a couple of them, but that's not me. You know.
I'll tell you what, my paper never recovered. SMH.
Well, you
Fuck.
piss off the polycule, they're not coming
Feels
back.
bad, man. Feels bad, brother. But it is what
Well,
it is.
I gave you money. I deserve this. You know.
That was their official stance, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is kind that's I bet that's the same thing they say to the Twitter artists. Fuck, dude. I've never felt so cheap in my life.
Not the
Some
Twitter
H.
artist. Not the Twitter artist, bro.
Yeah, man. Isn't that weird that like tech bro furries get so much art from Twitter furry artists? It's like a separate,
Yeah.
distinct. It's like its own industry, which feels
Yeah, and then those
insane.
artists fake their death or whatever. I've seen a lot of the fake deaths recently.
Yeah. Do you know about the Final Fantasy house?
No.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, those Twitter artists do get fucking goofy, eh? Fuck.
Yeah. Just in general. I think anything on Twitter, I wouldn't give anybody my money from Twitter. I'll be honest. I
Really?
need you to go through a reputable website that if I don't get my shit in like a week, I will get that shit back. I will be pulling that shit back for real.
Is Fiverr our guy?
For some things, yeah. I haven't really found anything comparable. I know certain people complain that Fiverr is full of like people who use Gen AI or whatever. I just find people who don't use Gen AI and I feel like that's fine. Um, but I think the problem is people don't want to put the time in to like find people because I think you and I have talked about this. When I'm looking for things to be made for my channel or for other things that I do, I'm looking for stuff
Yeah.
that isn't the generalized what everyone knows to be streamer assets, you know? Like we all know the streamer asset of like the thing that looks hand drawn like logo and then it has some type of random shape behind it and it's like a two-tone color and that's like
Yeah.
the streamer thing that everyone does. I stay away from all of that. I try to do something different here on my stream and like you and I both kind of do the same thing. We don't do that like traditional streamer asset thing. And so I just look
Yeah.
for artists that have stuff in their portfolio that looks distinct and different that I could see them doing something for me with. And I kind of go with them is
I
what I
see, I
like
see, I
doing.
see. Now, what I heard just now, I don't know if this is what you
Mm,
meant for that to sound like, but what I heard was the first Indian person in your Discord DM requests saying at CDog underscore, may I talk to you for a moment in the DMs? And
uh-huh.
then you immediately add them on Telegram to send them your money.
Yeah, no.
Surely Telegram is your preferred platform, no?
I don't have a Telegram. Don't need a Telegram.
You don't need
Telegram
Telegram.
Telegram are for people who need to hide something or cheat on their spouses. I don't have either. I don't I'm good.
Nothing to hide at all, huh?
Mm. I got
Interesting.
I use my phone number for nudes. I don't care. I don't have nothing to
Whoa,
hide.
what a mad lad. Certainly you have to cycle through so many phone numbers. That's
I mean,
unsustainable.
so the thing I would use Snapchat, but the problem with Snapchat is it drains your battery so fast. I just can't. Yeah, my phone's old. I have an older
Oh.
phone. Just ruins the battery, bro. I just can't do it.
Do you need to get a newer phone?
I just don't. Also, Snapchat added that AI thing that like constantly tries to talk to you, and you have to pay money to like not have to deal with
I'm
it.
sorry.
Yeah, it shows up in your feed. Like you can't get rid of it.
Feed. I don't know
It
shit about
shows up
that.
in your friend, like your current like talking to people feed. I don't know Snapchat.
I don't know
Barely
shit
used
about
it
that, but
myself.
that's crazy.
Well, yeah, everyone has it. It's the little AI thing, the little chat Snap AI. You have one, unless you pay for Snapchat Premium or whatever.
I do not.
So you have whatever their little Snap Bud is or whatever.
I'm checking this immediately. I'm verifying. Where would I find that?
It's in your like recent snaps. He's like probably at the bottom because you haven't snapped with him, but it's like some AI thing. You like can't get rid of him. You can't like delete his thing because he's like always there.
Is it Mia?
I don't know what they named your fucking.
Create a character, take control of your fantasies. What gender is your new character? Oh my god, yeah. It says add on it. My AI. Oh my god, you're so right.
Yeah, it's a hellhole. And if you don't want to see it, you have to pay him like $5 a month or some shit. They said you're gonna fucking eat this AI or pay us.
That's unthinkable.
Yeah. So I just deleted it. I was
Weird.
like, I'm good. I don't need to be bothered because like I turned my notifications off, and then it
Oh,
still
well, I've
sent me
done that on
fucking
like every
notifications.
platform.
Yeah, but it still sent me notifications. Like the AI's notifications aren't built into the notification. So even if you turn everything off, it still sends you notifications. So I was like,
That's weird.
actually, Snapchat, I'm good.
Huh.
And then
How
Snapchat will
odd.
snap you now and be like, hey, it's Valentine's Day. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day from Snapchat. And I'm like, I don't fucking want you snapping me, Snapchat. I'm good. Last time I checked, I didn't add you as a fucking friend. So yeah, needless to say, annoying app, L app on the app.
Well, not me, brother. I don't got none of that because I have no notifications from goddamn anything. Welcome to Snapchat. I love you. Oh my god, aggressive.
Welcome to Snapchat. I'm your new girlfriend. Like,
Not
oh, what the
getting
fuck?
love bombed by Snapchat AI.
Baby, why aren't you talking to me? It's 3 a.m. The AI is having a BPD crash out. Oh my God.
Well,
Baby, are
I
you
feel like that is generally
baby, are you
that
using
that
other
is the
apps?
oh no.
Hmm.
Grown men shouldn't be on Snapchat is a interesting,
But
interesting,
he's not a
interesting,
grown man, he's
interesting.
Gen Z, so he's fine.
Excuse you. Calm down. Gen Alpha, thanks.
Whatever. Here.
Don't age me up like that, weirdo.
Oh, my bad.
Insane.
Yeah.
I'll allow it this time. I'll forgive it once. Crazy. Watch yourself.
What size are you in Pampers since you're so young?
Nice trick question, buddy. They're one size fits all.
Oh my
Thought you could
goodness
catch me on a technicality,
gracious.
huh? No, sir. Afraid not, bud. La Mao. Yeah, Snapchat, kind of a shit platform.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit platforms, I'm gonna be
Kind of
honest.
not good.
TikTok's kind of a shit platform too. I only go on it to look and see how my videos are doing. I try to stay off of
Yeah.
it though as much as I can.
Yeah.
One time a month, I'll spend an hour uploading 2 months worth of videos, and I'll get the fuck out of there.
Yeah. Yeah. Twitter's a pretty shit platform now. Pretty disgusting
All of them
platform.
are
Not
because it's
good.
just all AI videos now. It's all fucking AI videos. Then it's the dumbass bitches in the comments going, "Wow, I can't believe that's real. That's crazy." And it's like, dude, it's AI. What the fuck you mean?
Yeah, they do be asking Grok a lot of things, huh?
Grok, is this AI? And it literally says AI in the video. Like, what the fuck? What?
Yeah.
Maybe you should have paid attention to school, you stupid ass. Like, what the fuck?
It's so tough, man. We got people getting whole ass information dumps. They're just like, oh yeah, this is good, real information. Like, where'd you hear it? Some guy on TikTok.
Grok. Oh yeah.
So Grok told me. Where'd you hear this? Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. It was the first thing that came up on a Google search, and I did no further investigation.
Well,
AI assistant had my back.
and I'm talking that good shit, but I did get scammed by that Pizza Cats thing. So I am talking that good shit, but I literally actively got scammed recently, as
You
of
did
like an
kind of get
hour ago.
yoinked by the Pizza Cats thing. You did get
Well,
got by that one.
you know why though? I suspended my belief because I was excited for you. And
I
I was like,
appreciate
I
that.
want it to be real. You know what I mean? When you just want your homie to have like a W for real.
I do appreciate that. I think I
But
kind
then you
of
get
want all
scammed.
the things that I like to stay dead. I think.
And coming from someone who likes happy endings, that's a very sad, that's a very unusual, sad take for you.
I don't want companies to weekend at Bernie's all my homies. You know what I mean?
Hear me
Like, it
out
ended
though.
fine, it was good. We
But
didn't need Star Wars 1,
it
2,
could
3,
end
7, 8,
again. You
9.
know what I mean? It could end again. It could
Like,
end more.
I just don't think anyone is good.
It could
End of
better. It
sentence.
could end more and better.
I'm not a gambler like
It
that.
could end
I'm not a
stronger.
gambler like that, brother.
It could end better.
End better. Things just suck so bad.
You know what also ends better?
What ends better, brother?
The Bit podcast ends better.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Then what?
Than Samurai Pizza Cats. Better ending.
That's
Samus, all the Samus games. Bit podcast ends better than those.
all the Samus games.
Star Fox 64, the bit ends better than that. Better
Well,
ending.
that's kind of true.
Kirby, the bit can fit more things in its mouth than Kirby can. On
My
God.
god, you really are on Grinder.
Well,
That's
I mean,
crazy.
between you getting pegged and my mouth, I think we have the space. I've seen those Twitter comments. You be posting some.
What
I
does me
told
getting
you.
pegged have to do with your mouth?
Well, both places can fit a lot of things in them. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
between the
I
both of
see, I
us,
see.
since we're
Same
both
page, same page.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I see now. I was lost for a minute, but I'm there.
Yo, that's tight. Hey, hold this for me. Wait, hold on.
What?
Go ahead and hold on.
Can I just
Hold,
can
hold
I
that for me real quick.
Oh, that's funny. I was gonna do that, but then I
Yeah,
wasn't
it's
sure what
fine.
you were holding for. I thought maybe you wanted to interact. Got it,
No,
got
I
it,
was
got
gonna
it.
say hold on to this real quick, and then I wanted to make sure they didn't like wasn't someone who like changed their name or anything.
True.
Yeah, I mean, fucking weird. Anyway,
So Facebook has patented the process for an AI to puppet the accounts of dead people. Yuck.
oh yeah, that has been going on for a little bit. Yeah, they like
Oh, brother.
it's like, hi, Marianne. Heaven's nice.
Oh,
They have a
I don't like
Republican feature too, where it's like it hurts. It's hell is hot. Get me out of here.
Republican feature is crazy. That's a pretty good joke, honest to God. That's
Well,
pretty funny.
politician feature, because let's be honest.
Well, I know that's right. Well, on the plus side, the bit will always be the bit, won't it?
When we die, we will use the Facebook AI feature to post as us.
Oh my God.
When Beau dies first and I die a couple years after that because he is older than me, I
I
will
am gonna
set the
live until
account.
206. I hate to be the bearer
I
of bad
hate to
news.
be the bearer of bad news, but as much marshmallows as you've inhaled, your pancreas will stop producing insulin at some point soon.
I don't think I even have a pancreas, actually.
Then you're gonna
It's
die
just
even faster.
it's just a marshmallow.
It's just a marshmallow.
I have
Well,
one
you know what
marshmallow where my
also is just a
pancreas
marshmallow?
was. What?
The end of the bit podcast is just a marshmallow.
Oh, that's kind of tight. I love that.
Eat me, squeeze me if you want to reach me.
My God. Kim
Kim
Probable over
Marsh.
here.
I was
That's
trying to
insane.
make a marshmallow reference, but I couldn't. Kim Marshmallow.
Yeah, there isn't really a Kim
No.
Possible marshmallow. They don't really like squeeze together like
Yeah.
that.
Damn.
Uh,
Unfortunate.
which Kim Possible character would you want to be the marshmallow in a s'more?
I think it has to be Ron
Oh my God.
because
Not Draken?
he's already that
Surely Draken for you, no?
Draken. Who's Draken? I don't know. I don't know Kim
The
Possible.
fucking
What the
bad
fuck?
guy.
The bad guy? Kim Possible is a bad
The
guy?
doctor guy.
I didn't watch much Kim Possible, I'm gonna be honest.
Wow. Fake fan exposed.
I never
What
said I was a
the
fan. I'm gonna be
what
100.
the
I'm gonna
fuck?
be 100. I didn't watch no Kim
Someone
Possible.
contact the fan club. Holy shit, their
Fake fan
president's
alert.
a
Fake fan alert.
fake.
Fake fan alert.
Jesus Christ, Rachel
Fake
Dolezal over
fan alert.
here. My God. Well, it is what it is.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week. What a beautiful ending.
Is that where you ended it for real?
Yeah.
That's tight. I love that.